Now launching. The dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
We got a bunch of people in the YouTube chat that would take a bullet for us right now. And I take pride in that.
That's probably true.
Yes.
Chat, how do you feel? The YouTube chat
I'm
right now?
telling you, Downtown Dad would take a bullet for us.
We have nobody left in the chat now. Everyone left. They all were like, whoops, nope, I'm out. I'm done.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak. And I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday.
I'm excited about this one.
Teddy's here.
It's a big day. I'm here. I wasn't here last week. I missed last week.
Oh, that's right. You weren't here last
was
week.
sick.
Teddy wasn't here last week. You guys were vacationing together.
That's right. That's what we did.
Rubbing oil on each other.
Oh, yeah.
Wildcard Wednesday, please do tweet us at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093 or hop in the YouTube chat. Yes, we're on YouTube, mofos. Just go to YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live stream, and then we're there. Hello, I'm waving at you right now.
Yeah.
We have degenerates in the chat. They're nice, though, unless you piss them off, and then they'll just gang up on you and run you out of town. Like a posse in the Old West.
You don't want that.
No.
Do you want to start with some Wildcard Wednesdays? Do you want to start with Happy National Cheeseburger Day? What do you want to start with?
Let's do one wild card, and then we'll move on to pressing matters.
Okay. Let's see. This is Meat Sweats, who says, my pickleballers, my pro bowlers. What would it take you guys, especially Bone, to play in a doubles match of pickleball? Something as extreme as going against Sydney Sweeney and Billie Eilish topless. Would that do it?
I don't need much prodding.
No,
I don't
wouldn't
hate the pickleball as much as T-Bone does, but like if you gave me and Bone some time to practice,
yeah,
so that we could learn each other. I mean, we know each other from a radio perspective.
No, but we'd have to learn each other physically.
Right.
Because there's a physical movement involved. Yeah.
We'd have like little codes, because sometimes you have to stand back while the other person gets it.
Absolutely right.
And sometimes maybe you have a little code like, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Whatever. Once we get that down, I'm confident that we can take on Yarmo and a partner of his choosing.
Oh, I like that. For charity.
All right.
Or for personal gain.
I don't care.
Whichever one.
But
no, I'd be fine with that.
Non-shirtless, oiled up, doesn't matter. Bone and I against Yarmo and a partner of his choice.
Now, you have to know something about me and my current athletic style, and that is whenever I play any type of sport, I have an attitude that is called, yeah, who cares? And that is like where I will see something that I could theoretically exert myself in an overt way to get to, like say the ball is like close to being out, but maybe I could stretch out and really get there, and I'll say, who cares? And I'll just let it go, and I'm not going to kill myself for it.
No, we can't have. If we're playing Yarmo, you got to go balls out.
No, I can't go balls out.
You have to, because you're like the guy at the bar who asked the girl out, and then she said, and I didn't want to. I didn't want you anyway.
No.
You asked me.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I got to live to fight another play. I have to stay upright. If I start diving all over the place, I'm going to injure myself, and then the game will be over.
But that's long-term planning.
No,
I like that.
It's staying in the game that day.
I got it.
When I go play pickup basketball, there's times where dude's running down the court. It's me and him one-on-one, and I give him one step where I'm like, I'm going to reach. And if he crosses me, I don't go like, no, and then I chase him down. No, I'm like, well, okay, you got me. You crossed me up. Good job. And I let him score. I'm not going to do anything. I got to get back up the court to try to play again. So I'm saying that's how I roll when it comes to athletic activity.
Buckeyes getting ready for Marshall on Saturday. Noon kick right here on The Fan. Marshall head coach is former Major League knuckleballer Charlie Huff.
Yes.
Or Charles Huff.
Your guy.
Charlie Huff was one of those guys that, Like, he was in his 40s, okay? He's a knuckleballer. He pitched for a long time. He was in his 40s. You go back and look at, like, Charlie Huff in a Marlins uniform, it looks like, why is my grandfather out here playing baseball?
Dude.
He's the worst-looking 40-year-old man in the world.
I didn't know how long he had pitched, but, because this is a guy who pitched well into the 90s.
Yes, pitched for the White Sox.
His first year in Major League Baseball, where apparently he had a few appearances, was 1970 with the Dodgers at a ripe old 22 years of age.
And it's not just how long he pitched, it's how old he looked.
Well, right. But I'm saying when he stopped pitching, he was 46 years old. He was still a Major League pitcher in year 46 of his life. And his year 46 is like year 66 for most people as far as looks go.
I was going to go up.
Yeah, he looked very old, yeah.
All right, so Charles Huff says he wants to steal Buckeye players away with free biscuits.
I support this plan. Not that I want to see Buckeyes leave, but I just like anybody offering biscuits to get someone to come join the team.
He says, I feel good about the players we have. I'd love to have some of those guys from Ohio State, too. So if they want to transfer on down, we've got a Tudor's Biscuit NIL deal, all you can eat. Any of those guys that can run really, really fast at Ohio State, they like Tudor's Biscuits, I promise you. All you can eat all day if you transfer here.
Well, Tudor's Biscuits, isn't it Biscuit World, technically? If you've ever seen Biscuit World, that's Tudor's Biscuit World.
Right, I don't know. That's right.
Yeah. Fluffy eggs.
I still have not been there.
A fluffy egg from the Tudor's Biscuit people. They do a good job. They have a sandwich, which I don't know why more people don't do this. It's called the Duke. It is bacon, egg, cheese, on, of course, a biscuit.
Yeah.
And fried potato. They have a hash brown on there.
I do feel like we're lacking in our fried potato game the sandwich.
Why aren't we throwing those on everything?
I don't know. You're right, though.
I believe that McDonald's could revolutionize the sandwich game very simply by offering any burger with a hash brown on it for like 50 cents. Lots of people would do that. You could have whatever you want. Double cheeseburger. Throw a hash brown on there. It'd be delicious. And then you could add flavor to it, either with seasoning or with sauce. You could dip the hash brown into like barbecue sauce, and now you've got a barbecue sauce infused potato-y cake on my burger.
That's erotic.
And my pants just explode off my body.
Look, we used to have these rules. Food rule. We had them at home when I was a kid. Like if you said to my mom, hey, Mom, we're having chicken. Can we have some mashed potatoes and rice with that? Yeah, 2 starches.
Yeah, we had the same type of rules.
Flip out. She'd be like the Exorcist. Her head would spin around. No 2 starches. Can't have that. I think a lot of people feel like fried potato products don't belong on a piece of bread.
Why
because
not?
That starts on starch. It's too heavy.
I turned into torque. Why not? Like I'm just so mad.
And you know what? There was one person one day who asked that very question. Why not?
Yeah.
Why can't I put fries inside my burrito? Somebody in San Diego said, let's do just that.
And what a great idea that is.
Excellent.
Well, but you know what? The Primanti brothers are doing that out in Pittsburgh with the sandwiches. They put the fries right on there. We're in a post-starch era, all right? Don't worry about double starch or double carb or whatever. I mean, unless you have to, unless for dietary reasons you can't.
Oh.
But other than that, I'm just saying, what is wrong with putting that right on top of a burger?
Nothing.
Or at Biscuit World, putting it right on top of a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit. I love it.
Nothing. All right, so free biscuits for the Buckeyes that transfer to Marshall. The Jackets have announced their plans for opening night. So they had their little media gathering today. Our guy Fish went over there, and I asked how it went, and he said it was fine. I mean, under the circumstances, it was depressing, as you would imagine that it would be, because they're still dealing with, the loss of Johnny and Matthew, and that's going to be a season-long thing. So here's what they're going to do. For the preseason home opener against the Blues next Wednesday, they're going to do a moment of silence. In addition, the Blue Jackets Foundation 50-50 raffle will be open for all 4 preseason games through the second intermission of the regular season home opener on Tuesday, October 15th. Then they're going to take that money, and it's going to go to the John and Matthew Gaudreau Foundation.
Very nice.
Beginning with the club's first regular season game against the Wild on Thursday, October 10th. That's a road game. They're going to wear a 13 patch on the jersey, and they're going to do that all season long, which that's not really breaking news. You knew they were going to do something like that.
Yes.
And then opening night, a lot of people asking about like the patio party and the blue carpet and the march and the stuff they normally do on opening night. They're not going to do that on the 15th. Instead, they're going to have a subdued remembrance sort of thing before the game. And then the next home game, October 17th, 2 days later, they're going to do a patio party.
Yeah. So the opening night festivities will be more subdued with like an honoring Johnny and Matthew Gaudreau theme to the night. There will obviously still be a hockey game going on. That will happen too. And I think it's just such a weird world to navigate for them. I know that's not the biggest concern here, but yeah, the people who work for the Jackets obviously didn't want this situation to happen. This is obviously a horrible tragedy, but they have a hockey season that will go on. And I think that's an appropriate way to kind of start off the season and say, we're going to take all the time we need to honor their memory here. And then the next night, you kind of start to turn that page, or the next game, you then go into, all right, let's try to get back to a little normalcy. While we still want to honor these guys, we also need to be able to have some normalcy and start this Jacket season and kind of move forward a little bit in that way. And I think that'll be a good thing for the fan base too, to get both of those moments will be important.
One of the things that I like is that on opening night, they typically do, a giveaway, and the giveaway on opening night is going to be the same number 13 patch that the players are wearing on their jerseys. So everybody in attendance will get a 13 patch.
That's very nice.
Yes. Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer. Rimmer will talk about it. He'll also talk about James Van Riemsdyk, him too, and the addition there. Coming up at 5:34. Rimmer says he's in a better mood today.
Okay.
5:34 today. The last couple weeks have been hard, but I'm not saying he's going to turn cartwheels, but he says he's in a better mood. He wants to talk some hockey today, so we shall. Speaking of that, I saw something today that relates to the Blue Jackets that made me sad. It doesn't have to do with the Gaudreaus. It's just something else that made me sad. I'll tell you what that is coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got a couple minutes slowdown on westbound 670 between 71 and 3rd Street. And you should keep an eye out for a disabled vehicle that's on the right shoulder of westbound 670 approaching 315. This report is sponsored by Z-Bar. Tough roads demand tougher protection. Shield your vehicle's underside with genuine Z-Bar undercoating from $2.99 and fortify your truck bed against scratches, impacts, and dents with Rhino Lining Spray on bed liner starting at $4.99. Z-Bar, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Men, if erectile dysfunction is affecting you, getting treated could have a dramatic impact on your relationship and your outlook on life. But it's also important where you get treated because your health matters. And working with an organization that practices excellent medicine and has significant expertise in men's sexual health can often result in a far better outcome. This is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And if you're seeking a quality provider to treat your ED or are just not satisfied with your current situation, call us. We'll show you a true 5-star experience and work with you to find the right treatment for your specific medical situation. At Tri-State Men's Health, we truly are experts in men's sexual health. But it's more than that. Unlike the online pill pushers or so-called men's clinics that only offer one or a few treatment options, we offer the full spectrum of ED protocols. We can even use combinative therapies for better results. At Tri-State Men's Health, your initial visit is just $99 and includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if that test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com.
An electrifying live event experience is back. Nitro Circus. Unbelievable tricks. Unstoppable energy that will blow your mind.
People always said that Nitro Circus couldn't work as a live show, but with this much passion, it was always going to work.
Excitement for the entire family. December 5th at Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
When it's more than just your lawn, it deserves the Kubota Z400. Get a head-turning offer on class-leading speed, agility, simple deck height adjustments, and a quality cut. When you need comfort and performance, then you need the professional-grade Kubota Z400. Right now, get the Kubota Z400 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months, or save $300. Now through September 30th. See us or go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Stop by Bain Welker Equipment in Circleville for a test drive and see their full line of Kubota products. Or visit online at bain-welkerkubota.com.
Here at The Fan, we give you 14 hours of live and local programming every day. We care about you. We live and work in your community. Except Bo Bishop. He won't tell us where the hell he is. Your live and local station. Except Bo. The Fan.
At Baths R Us, we're terrible roofers. We stink at installing siding. And don't ever call us for your kitchen remodel. But if you want a stunning, beautiful bathroom makeover in just 2 or 3 days, now that's when you want to call us. See, unlike most contractors these days, we offer only one service, bathroom remodeling. We don't spread ourselves thin by doing roofing or siding and a bunch of other stuff. Nope. At Baths R Us, we dedicate every company resource into mastering the craft of bath transformations. It's why we're the Midwest's biggest 5-star family-owned bathroom company. And it's why we have the happiest customers. Just check out our Google reviews. Baths R Us. We're terrible roofers, but we're awesome bathroom remodelers. Right now, get $1,500 off a shower or tub replacement or $3,000 off a full bathroom remodel. Plus, low to no monthly payments. Call 380-225-BATH to schedule your free estimate or go to bathsrus.com. Baths R Us, where dreams soak in.
They come here illegally, crossing our southern border. Then Sherrod Brown rolls out the welcome mat for them here in Ohio. Brown voted to give amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants, including those convicted of crimes like drunk driving, aggravated assault, and child abuse. And Sherrod Brown voted 10 times to protect sanctuary cities in Ohio, which release dangerous illegals back onto the street, making Ohio's neighborhoods less safe. And while we struggle to make ends meet, Sherrod Brown is voting to give illegals taxpayer-funded benefits, like health care for illegals granted amnesty, Social Security, COVID relief checks, even a program to fly Haitian migrants into Ohio airports, all paid for by you, the taxpayer. You think you know Sherrod Brown? Well, after 31 years in Washington, Sherrod Brown's way too liberal for Ohio. American Crossroads paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. AmericanCrossroads.org.
Don't let a cold, sinus infection, or allergies ruin your day. Breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier with Navage. Visit Navage.com, Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, or a store near you.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Partly to mostly cloudy today, high 83. Low 80s on your Wednesday, but we do get more sunshine tomorrow. And then mostly sunny Thursday and Friday with highs in the middle and upper 80s. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud with your 10 TV weather impact forecast on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Back when I was banging, this show slapped. Whatever the hell that means. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
It is Wildcard Wednesday. Tweet us at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Teddy just changed our TV in here inadvertently. We're using your remote over there, Teddy, because you changed our channel.
That's all right. It happens.
We had the naked channel on in here. Now it's gone.
Well,
thanks, Ted.
When he clicks his TV, there's a window in front of it. There it went. You changed it. Thank you, Ted.
It's back, Ted. Thank you.
Yeah, well, now we have the A's and Cubs. What we want to watch. Thank you.
You know what's coming up in...
It reflects off the wall, and that's how it works.
About 40 minutes.
What's happening?
White Sox.
Oh, yes.
White Sox Angels must watch. Day game starts at 4. Let's go.
This is crunch time for the Sox. If they want to get this record, both of the records, they got to...
This is the time you got to concentrate and get things done. Yeah. All right, they had this stupid little 3-game winning streak that was put to an end last night. They were shut out, as they rightly should be. They lost last night. Unfortunately, they're playing an Angels team that's also like the worst Angel team in history. Well, and they've had some bad Angel teams over the years.
Here's how bad this Angels team is. The Oakland A's are like 5 games ahead of them in the standings. And the A's are a team that is basically playing out the next 4 years
with a payroll of $9.
And the Angels are worse than them.
Yes.
So and then of course the White Sox are worse than all of them, but why beat a dead horse? Mike, I am doing the math here. It says the White Sox have played 152 games, which tells me they have 10 left.
That's correct.
162 in a season. The record for losses is 120. They have 116. With 10 games to go, they will lose 4 out of 10 and get to that
Don't
record.
jinx it now, man.
They should lose.
I know.
Okay, here's the problem. If they win more than, I believe the record is 40 wins is the low. No one has had a 39-win season in modern baseball, right?
Because the season wasn't always 162 games.
So that's why like the loss is a different record than the wins because they're two different teams that set those. So they have a chance to unify the belt, as I'm putting it, where they can have the most losses and the fewest wins. And that is what we're looking for. The sweet spot for that, they have to lose 6 games. So let's go today. Get down to 5. The magic number could be 5 losses as of today.
I'm telling you, this is the one thing in the world right now that unites all of America.
Well, because all of America that's paying attention to it, you're right.
I'm just saying, there are even people out there that will argue about clean water. Like you would say, well, we all want clean water. Well, some of us don't mind dirty water as long as it keeps the factory humming down the river.
Right. Sure.
But this situation, there's no one on earth that doesn't want to see the White Sox break this record. The White Sox fans are leading the charge.
Yeah.
They're so fed up with this team and ownership. We want the record. We want it bad. We want it.
You know what? I just had this thought occur to me. We may be getting to that particular airspace in college football with one team.
Who?
Florida State. They're 0-3. This weekend they are playing Cal, who is 3-0, I want to say. And that is a game that I'm guessing every non-Florida State fan is obviously rooting for Cal to start off 4-0 and just break their spirits. But I think the Florida State fans may be getting to a point where they're like, yeah, you know what? Screw it. I want everyone out of here. This sucks. Or not, because last year they were really good. I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe the Florida State fans aren't there. But if you haven't seen it, it's been kind of all over Twitter the last couple days. The Cal fan Twitter is hilarious. Their fan base is winning the internet with this little faux rivalry. Because Mike, they're both ACC schools now.
Oh, I totally forgot about that.
And so what do you have? What is the typical, when you think of Cal Berkeley and you think of the student body mindset at a Cal Berkeley or a Stanford?
Sandals, tie-dye, hallucinogenics.
On the political spectrum.
Left,
right?
Like the needle breaks off the left scale.
So would it surprise you to know that the Cal fan base has been trolling the Florida State fan base by saying, we're going to come there and make you all woke? Like that's what the Cal fan base online has decided to go with. So they are leaning into that.
Yes, but
having a lot of fun with it.
Does that make them anti-woke?
No, they're saying we're going to come and spread the message of wokeness to Florida State. And all the Photoshop, it's all, I'm telling you, if you want, it doesn't matter where you fall politically on that. It's just hilarious to watch those two fan bases lean into their own stereotypical student behavior. It's quite funny.
I saw something today that made me sad. I saw that, now on the surface it doesn't sound sad. Nick Foligno has been named the captain of the Chicago Blackhawks. He is the first captain since Jonathan Taves has left. And on the surface, look, I like Nick Foligno, good guy, captain here. I don't know. It's the pettiness inside of me. For some reason, I don't want Nick Foligno to be the captain of any other team. He's a Jackets captain.
I don't know that makes you a bad. That's not petty.
No, I think it's petty. It's understandable, maybe, but it's petty.
Well, I feel like you're looking at it kind of in the way of, that's our guy, and he will know this. Wherever he's been playing elsewhere, I know he was playing in Boston for a while, like, that is a guy who is 100% a Blue Jackets legend, and he will always be a Blue Jackets captain, like, in our hearts.
I know.
From the standpoint of,
I can deal with him playing other places. It's not like I wanted him to instantly retire as soon as he was gone from here, but playing other places and being the captain on another team is somehow different for me and my pea brain.
Yeah, I get it. It hurts you in the feels.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, I get that. By the way, I have a Wildcard Wednesday for you.
Okay.
Paulie Two-Shirt says, my whale weenus watchers. I've Wildcard Wednesdayed about space before. first time I recall Wildcard Wednesday becoming a verb, but I like it. He said how there is basically infinite bigness in space. He said he's brought this up before. Yes, this is known. He said, well, with infinite bigness, there has to be infinite smallness. Freaks me out. I could have a whole solar system on the surface of my sackie.
Yes, you could.
Well, and that is that's theoretical physics,
Who the
right?
hell knows where we are right now?
Yeah, we view the universe as this gigantic thing that we can't possibly fully understand, but with infinite
we're trying to
size,
figure it
both
out
ways.
to the best of our ability. Could be like the end scene in Men in Black, where we all exist on a cat's collar.
I hope that's what's going on.
Remember?
Oh, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah. The whole thing.
I don't know, but it sort of freaks you out to think about it.
It does. But
you know what I come to terms with? We're not meant to understand.
Well, this is my point, is I'm saying I actually hope that it is that, because I'd like it to know that it's all as unimportant as I want it to be. Like, there's days where you're just like, man, I hope I'm really not screwing this up this badly that it's, you know what I mean?
We host this show for 3 hours a day. Trust me. We act like it's pretty unimportant.
That's what I'm saying. I can't go through life thinking every single thing that happens is like some ordained thing from a plan no, because if it is, I'm screwing all that up. I hope there's no plan. I hope it's pointless, and I hope we are like a speck of dust on, I don't know, a donkey's ass in space. That's what I hope we are. Yeah.
Wildcard Wednesday. Send in your stuff. I got some good Fat Boy food tips from the people on the burner phone, including someone who is in Norway right now. One of our listeners in Norway sampling the local dishes at McDonald's. As you do. That's next. Colin Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at some slower traffic on eastbound 70 on the east side between Hamilton Road and 270. And we also have a slowdown on eastbound 161 between Hamilton Road and New Albany Road. This report is sponsored by RumpkeCareers.com. Rumpke Waste and Recycling in Delaware is now hiring CDL rear load drivers. Come work for one of the nation's largest waste recycling companies in a recession-resistant industry. Apply now at rumpke.com/careers. That's rumpke.com/careers. EOE restriction apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors. Voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause we
have 7.
And here's our number 7.
Sunny Street Cafe. Food that makes your day better. In a place that makes you feel comfortable.
With 8 locations.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. Guys, if you're only middle-aged but wondering why it seems harder to keep up, you're not alone. It may be caused by low testosterone. Testosterone replacement therapy can help you get back to your best, but not just any TRT. See the provider specialists at Low T Center. They offer advanced, personalized treatments with over a decade of experience. At Low T Center, you'll start with a simple test and get your results in about 25 minutes. Go to lowtcenter.com now to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
Hey, it's Anthony. Do more with your money at Tel-Ohio Credit Union. If you know Tel-Ohio Choice Checking, you know all the perks that come with your account. Cash in your benefits by setting up an account today. Find out more at telhio.org.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel-Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2, or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Dave Matthews Band Live, Saturday, November 16th, Nationwide Arena.
He wakes up in the morning.
Pre-sale for City Card members now through Thursday at 10 p.m. before the general public Friday at 10 a.m. Buy tickets at livenation.com. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Live.
Sherrod Brown says,
I'll work with anyone to protect Ohio.
But what Sherrod Brown does in D.C. has not protected Ohio women and children. Brown voted multiple times to allow transgender biological males to compete in girls' sports. Not only unfair, but risking injury to female athletes. Brown even introduced legislation to allow transgender biological men into girls' locker rooms. And Brown would allow puberty blockers, even sex change surgery for children. Worse, Brown introduced a law to force women's domestic violence shelters to accept transgender biological men, inflicting more trauma on abused women. So when Brown says,
I'll work with anyone to protect Ohio,
Sherrod Brown is not protecting Ohio women and children. In fact, he's endangering them. Ohio deserves better. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Great Lakes Kia.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
And you can feel the excitement in the air. Brand new Kias under $5 a day.
I'm Bart Zimmerman, General Manager at Great Lakes Kia.
Bart's coming up big. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV Wind, and Sorrento LX.
Under $5 a day. $5.
Oh, and the fan favorite, new 24 Kia Telluride LX, under $8 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Even new 24 Kia Carnival LXS, under $9 a day.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
No problem. Get approved with 1.9% financing.
Take the winning drive to Great Lakes Kia.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus,
GreatLakesKia.com.
Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Best known for their contributions to the fast food breakfast world. This is Man and Bone.
It's Wildcard Wednesday, and what's more wildcard than T-Bone selling you something?
Well, man, you know what? You can go wild card if you want to when it comes to getting a roof. Go with some company you never heard of, some people that don't have a reputation. They're here today, gone tomorrow. You don't know what you're getting. Or you could go with the company that's been the #1 roofing company in Columbus by Consumer Choice Awards for 22 years in a row. That is Able Roof. You know the name, you know the number, 614-444-ROOF. 24-hour turnaround on most jobs, done in a day, good for a lifetime, and they've got a promotion that's still going on. No payments, no interest until 2026, up to $1,000 off a new roof, siding, and windows from the company you can trust, Able Roof. Call them today, 614-444-ROOF. That's 614-444-ROOF.
Katie on the burner phone says, my guys, I'm in Norway for a work trip and got to have a McDonald's sandwich for the first time in 12 years. I've been a vegan for a long time, but I still love to eat, and I miss fast food. Europe McDonald's has vegan and vegetarian food, and I'm happy to report it's delicious. Glad I got to participate in National Cheeseburger Day while abroad.
That's amazing.
Don't call yourself abroad, though. That's not nice. Hey!
I also, when people say that, because I have friends too that will say like, oh, I traveled for work. And it's like, where'd you go? And they're like, Sri Lanka. And I'm like, oh, I don't know what you do for work then. That's cool that you get to travel to Norway for your job. I wonder what job that is.
Yeah, but you know what though? We have the equivalent of that. Like, you know, hey, where are you guys going? Oh, we're going to Super Bowl for the week to work.
Oh, we do?
Well,
Teddy, you
don't.
know, Teddy, all those times we've had that where it's like,
but that's because we don't want to. Rothman goes.
You don't want to.
I don't want to. And can I tell you something? You don't want to either. I've been to the Super Bowl. You would hate it.
You never take me anywhere. I'd love to go.
This is from Logan. He says, Fat Boy Too Hot food tip of the day.
Oh.
I have rediscovered my love of the Mentos Fruit Chews, the superior fruit candy over Starburst. You get the best of both worlds, a hard outside that can scratch that sucking candy itch, and a soft, chewy center if you want that soft, chewy candy. Better flavor and texture compared to the Starburst. I got to tell you, I've never had it.
Really?
No, never had.
Have you ever
had a Mentos Fruit Chew.
Have you ever had a regular Mentos?
The Fresh Maker?
Yeah.
Just the mint one.
Yeah, but it's hard on the outside and then it's chewy, right? You can. Am I wrong on a Mentos? I think that's how they are. You bite through it and it's soft and yeah. Anyway, that's what they're like, but with fruit. I like those. They're good. And that's a good call because I had forgotten about those too.
Better than Starburst, though?
For me, you know what? I'd have to go.
A fresh Starburst, though.
But here's what he's saying. You can just tuck that into the side of your mouth and walk around for half an hour and it's just sitting there. And then if at some point you're like, you know what? I'd like to now go from having a sucking candy to a Starburst. And that experience of chewiness, now you can have that too. That's a great call.
All right, fine.
I mean, I'd have to go compare. I need to do some side-by-side research on this. Mike says, I need your help. On Sunday, I tricked my phone into thinking it was in Pittsburgh so I could watch the Steelers on YouTube TV. All right. The next morning, I tried to order McDonald's on the app, and I saw $2 breakfast sandwiches. They have $2 bagel breakfast sandwiches.
Each region is different.
In Pittsburgh, make it happen here.
Here's the deal, man. It's the local franchisees that control the app, okay? You go up to Northeast Ohio, you can get yourself a spicy McChicken right now.
Oh, that's
They've got it up there. We don't have it down here. You go other places, like they changed the threshold for the 20% off in the McDonald's app. It used to be spend $5, get 20% off. Now it's spend a minimum of $10, get 20% off. But if you go outside of the area to a different metro with different franchisees, it's still at $5
I don't
for 20% off. Our local franchisees are screwing you.
I don't like this. I'm not a fan of it. I know it's how I know it's how all of our consumer experiences work. Like if you go to a gas station here versus a gas station, say in Chicago or Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're going to be different prices, even though it's the same chain of gas stations, right?
No, I understand
I know
that,
how that
but
works.
different states also have different taxes.
You're right.
There's not a difference between Northeast Ohio and here.
Right. And I'm maybe someone who's a fuel expert will correct me, but I don't think you can go to like some other locale and they'll say, we have rocket fuel here, which that's the part that bugs me is if you've got spicy chicken up there in Northeast Ohio, you've got the ability to sell a bagel sandwich for $2. Why are we not doing it here? Remember, we didn't even have the bagel sandwiches for a while. Here, despite elsewhere, they had them.
Here's the good news. And they're rolling it out. It's going to roll out later this year. And breaking news, it's September, so it has to be sometime soon. They're going to bring snack wraps back, but with a different name. Okay? They're going to bring fried chicken strips in to McDonald's. They're going to do that big arch. Is that what they're calling it?
Yes, that's right.
Where Arch Manning comes and makes you a hamburger.
Big arch.
Big arch. They got a new burger there, and I think they're doing one other one. But they've got products to drop, and it's national. Oh, and I think they're bringing the McRib back by the end of the year, too. Remember that retired?
That's right, yes.
No more ever, except next time we do it. Yay!
Right. I don't know why they have to do this with us all the time.
So they're going to drop some good stuff on us before the end of the year. But I can't help you with the other stuff right now. I saw this today on Wetten.com, Wetten.
Okay.
They did a survey that says when your favorite sports team or athlete fails, you lose sleep. 1 in 4 sports fans has trouble sleeping when their favorite team or athlete is not doing well. This according to a recent survey by Wetten.com, which polled 3,000 sports fans across America. 26% of American sports fans experience worse sleep when their favorite team or athlete performs poorly. This unwanted ceiling duty, because you're staring at the ceiling, get it?
I see.
Lasts an average of 62 minutes. Fans in New Jersey are hit the hardest, lying awake for an average of 91 minutes over their favorite team's performance, the highest in the nation. Meanwhile, sports fans in Utah seem to have it the easiest, losing just 23 minutes of sleep per night on average.
Yeah, number one, most people aren't looking at their ceiling these days when they can't sleep. I understand they're saying you're not going to bed, but what are most people doing when they're not able to sleep? They're doom scrolling. They're on their phones. They're like, I'm sure that's what's happening after your team loses. That's what I do anyway. I'm sitting there just like reading through all the people who are like, we suck. This is awful. I'm like, yes, we are. Why can't I go to bed? It's like, because I'm staring at this phone. That's probably why.
We're actually towards the bottom, which I'm surprised. I guess it's because maybe in the state of Ohio, we've become accustomed for most of our teams to losing. And so we don't lose that much sleep over it anymore. We lose an average of 55 minutes. New Jersey's the high at 91 minutes. Utah's the low at 23 minutes. Okay. I wonder about this with Utah. First of all, are they relevant enough to care? Because maybe they just don't care. Also, do you think that correlates to the fact that they probably have, per capita, the least number of people who drink alcohol in North America?
Or caffeine.
Right. And so maybe when your team is performing poorly or well, you throw back some pops to make yourself feel better.
Right.
And then, that maybe that helps you fall asleep, but then you wake up and your head's spinning because you drank too much. In Utah, maybe they don't have that problem.
Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. Maybe it's just a lot of people drinking like vitamin water and then going to bed and being healthy. It's a good idea. That's what we should probably all do.
What did I say? We were 55 minutes.
Yeah. I know this. I always am curious how they get the numbers for these, like for this statistical analysis. Like
they ask people.
Right. But then people are saying, yeah, on average, I think I stay up this late.
Yeah, I can see the Jersey people being like, bro.
Yeah, I was up all night.
I didn't sleep for an hour and a half last night, bro.
Right. We've learned in our industry that asking people how long they did an activity is not the most reliable metric. Most scientists would tell you that's not the best way to determine it. But fine, this is the method they had. I like getting to know the numbers at least.
Jersey's 91 minutes, Arkansas 90 minutes, Oklahoma 90 minutes, and Indiana 87 minutes of lost sleep.
Well, there's no rhyme or reason as far as geography goes. That's just kind of all over the place.
I have sports dreams. I dream about the games.
What do you mean?
Like I'm in the game or the game is still going on and I can call a play that changes everything.
Oh, I never have that dream. I always have the sports dream where it's like all they need to do is just the ball needs to move by a hair. And they just need, and in fact, the entire team has walked off the field on the other side, and all they need to do is pick the ball up and just pick it up and move, and they'll get the first down, and they'll keep going. And then that dream, I'll be sitting there like, go, do it. And then the quarterback's just meandering up to the line, and I'm screaming at the TV, and then the clock is ticking down 5, 4, 3, and I'm just like, go, do it. And then they blow the whistle, and the game ends, and I wake up in a ball of sweat. That's the dream I have in sports.
More Wildcard Wednesday fun coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 5-minute slowdown if you're on westbound 161 between Johnstown Road and Hamilton Road. And things are moving a little slow on northbound 71 on the south side between Greenlawn Avenue and 315. This report is sponsored by Ohio Basement Authority, your local expert. Are your floors sagging? Are musty smells reeking throughout your home? Contact Ohio Basement Authority, the crawl space repair experts. Get your free inspection today. Learn more at ohiobasementauthority.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Green & Sons. Family owned and operated for over 45 years. Green & Sons will help you find your next Kubota tractor. Located in Mount Sterling and north of Marysville. And online at greenandsons.com.
Barely 5 hours a week. It's how much time most of us spend outdoors. Not nearly enough time getting lost in canopies of breathtaking fall colors. Brilliant hues extending all across America's third most forested state. We could all use a little more time outdoors, soothing mind, body, and spirit in West Virginia. Plan your fall getaway at wvtourism.com.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at maximaconcrete.com.
Have you tried all the great new food at Ohio Stadium? Each home game, the Levy culinary team creates a burger named after the opponent. Taste the competition burger. This Saturday will feature the Marshall Down Home Burger, combining a fresh beef patty topped with barbecue burnt ends, mac and cheese, red onion, and finished with bread and butter pickles. Try the Marshall Down Home Burger at the Taste the Competition burger carts at Section 8 on A deck and Section 12 on C deck on game day.
Hey, it's Anthony. Do more with your money at Tel Ohio Credit Union. If you know Tel Ohio Choice Checking, you know all the perks that come with your account. Cash in your benefits by setting up an account today. Find out more at telohio.org.
Certain restrictions apply. Tel Ohio is open to all in Central and Southwestern Ohio. Federally insured by NCUA.
Common Man and T-Bone here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Bone, do you know that there's games going on this weekend?
Oh, I know. And your game day headquarters is the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Massive TV walls, 12,000 square feet, and all the gaming action you could want.
Wager at one of 4 betting windows and 30-plus betting kiosks. Beat the crowd and reserve a table for all game days this fall at HollywoodColumbus.com.
Wow, private table. Must be nice. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Dick from Dayton says, listen to the Ryan Day Show. Paul Keels and Jim Lachey join Coach every Thursday from noon to 1.
Presented by Roosters, a fun casual joint, and official wing sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The Fan.
They come here illegally, crossing our southern border. Then Sherrod Brown rolls out the welcome mat for them here in Ohio. Brown voted to give amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants, including those convicted of crimes like drunk driving, aggravated assault, and child abuse. And Sherrod Brown voted 10 times to protect sanctuary cities in Ohio, which release dangerous illegals back onto the street, making Ohio's neighborhoods less safe. And while we struggle to make ends meet, Sherrod Brown is voting to give illegals taxpayer-funded benefits, like health care for illegals granted amnesty, Social Security, COVID relief checks, even a program to fly Haitian migrants into Ohio airports, all paid for by you, the taxpayer. You think you know Sherrod Brown? Well, after 31 years in Washington, Sherrod Brown's way too liberal for Ohio. American Crossroads paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. AmericanCrossroads.org.
There's a place where mishaps don't mean missing out. Welcome to AAA's The Plus Side, where a AAA Plus membership means that an empty gas tank won't keep you from a full day, where a flat tire doesn't have to deflate your mood, where being locked out doesn't mean you'll be out of luck for long, and where a dead battery can't stop you from being the life of the party.
Looks like you're all set here. Have a good rest of the day.
Because on the plus side, roadside mishaps don't have to ruin your day. With AAA Plus, you're covered with the gold standard in roadside assistance, whenever and wherever you need it. Tire changes, battery swaps, and emergency fuel are just a tap, click, or call away. AAA gets to you faster, and if you need a tow, we'll take you further, anywhere within 100 miles. Become a AAA Plus member today and experience the peace of mind that comes when you live on the plus side. Towing is subject to a 7-day waiting period. Terms and conditions apply. Service is only available from AAA and CAA in North America.
Connection, opportunity, possibility. It's what we all want. Spectrum has built a world where anything is possible, with products and services designed to work better together for a seamless connectivity experience. A connection to family and friends, a connection to education, and a connection to new opportunities. So there's no limit to how big we can dream. That's Life Unlimited. That's Spectrum.
All your favorite fan shows are available when you want them.
Head to 971thefan.com and hit that subscribe button.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination. Yes, we tried unplugging and then plugging them back in. It didn't help. This is Man and Bone.
Hey, this dumb show brought to you by the Hinderer Motor Company. It is Wildcard Wednesday. What you did just now is very mean.
What do you mean?
You sat in this studio with no shame and just ate your Frosty.
I sure did.
All right, you didn't offer me any. You didn't have any for me.
No,
nothing.
I didn't, because I went to the Wendy's and got a Frosty.
I'm aware of it, but still, you can eat it in private like a normal person.
Well,
You're
first
sitting
of all,
next to me making sex noises, eating your Frosty.
Number one, I should be allowed to do that because every time I had to endure yet again another unscientific discussion with you today where you're just sitting there. I bring my Frosty in, I stick it in the freezer. You find out about this and you go, why'd you put your Frosty in the freezer? Why didn't you just eat it?
You killed the Frosty. The texture's all different now.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. You changed the molecules.
And I had to sit here for like 5 minutes and argue with you that when you get a Frosty out of the machine, what does it do? Does it melt ever? Yes, it melts. It loses the frozenness that it has.
No, you're taking it from a state that it's never been in before. It never gets rock hard. Then you're making it rock hard.
Okay. And then what? And then it goes back to the state.
No, it's not the same. You may be able to get 90% of the Frosty essence, but you're not getting 100%.
I just ate it.
No, you're wrong.
And my own mouth said, this is the same. It tasted exactly the same as it does. I let it sit here for 20 minutes.
Change the essence of the Frosty.
It doesn't. No, that's not how it works. That's not how. So that's what happens with water. You change if it freezes and then it becomes
different.
water.
Water's water.
It's frozen.
No, it's different.
It's the
Stop
same.
it.
This is back when you said that you get that with your ice cream, where if the ice cream is too long, you get all mad about that.
Yes, if the ice cream gets melted during transit to the grocery store and then refreezes a bunch of times, it changes the texture.
Well, if it refreezes a bunch of times and maybe like some of the ingredients shift and all that, sure. But this is it's just chocolate in my case, and there's no chunks to move around. It's all the same. Timmy did the same thing. He put his in the freezer, too.
He's an idiot. Don't use him as an example.
We've done it at the house many times with the kids. We don't let the kids just eat their Frosty right away.
Frosty's not chocolate. Okay, Frosty's Frosty.
Oh, my God.
It's his own entity. It's like saying Tootsie Roll is chocolate. No, it's not. It's Tootsie Roll.
It's chocolate
completely
flavored.
different. No, it's not. It's Frosty.
It's the chocolate flavoring.
What flavor is that? It's Frosty flavor.
No, it's chocolate flavor.
No, it's not.
You're insane.
You're insane. I'm going to urinate on your sane.
What do you
Brandon Sane's here. I'm going to urinate on him.
Teddy, what would you call the flavor of Frosty I just had that's brownish?
Chocolate.
Okay, thank you. I know it's not pure chocolate from Switzerland.
No, it has nothing to do with that.
I understand that.
It doesn't taste like chocolate. It tastes like Frosty.
You're weird. It does taste like chocolate.
Is Tootsie Roll chocolate?
No.
No, it's Tootsie Roll.
That's fine. That's different than it. It doesn't taste like a Tootsie Roll. It tastes like chocolate. It tastes like chocolate ice cream.
This is from Scott. It doesn't taste like chocolate ice cream, you
sure
moron.
It does. Yes, it does.
Says,
Delicious.
my guys, happy National Cheeseburger Day. Sitting at Wendy's eating my $1 Frosty and 1 cent Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, but they didn't charge me the 1 cent. Going to the casino, penny slots. Here I come. See, in my mind, there's just a chick named Penny Slots in the parking lot.
Yeah, that would be a good name if you were like a gambling expert. That would be a way to do it. It's just like, hey, I'm Penny Slots with your gambling update.
Oh, you know, Penny Slots doesn't sound like that.
No?
Hi, I'm Penny Slots.
Sure.
Yes. Frosty's not chocolate. Bye-bye.
Oh, my God. Yeah, this is just in. If you freeze something, it changes apparently the chemical makeup of it.
It does.
Despite all scientific evidence to the contrary. By the way, John tweeted us this.
Yeah.
It's National Cheeseburger Day. Let you live. John said, and now again, this is a visual. I understand we're on radio, but I'm going to do my best to describe this to you. And I don't know if you've heard of this place because I hadn't. He said, come to Rosebud in Delaware. Have you heard of Rosebud?
No.
That restaurant? Okay.
No.
Come to Rosebud in Delaware and get a cheeseburger in a pool of cheese goo. And what I am seeing here is a full-on cheeseburger with, it looks like lettuce, pickles, cheese. At least maybe there's, I don't know if it's one patty or two. There might be some onion on here. The bun, the whole burger is then, it's like someone split it down the middle, okay, top to bottom. They take those two halves, they lay them face down on a plate that has white queso dip just laying there, very thin plate. And so the edge of the cheeseburger, the whole open face of this cheeseburger, both halves, is soaking in cheese. And then you apparently pick it up the half and you eat it, and every bite has just copious amounts of cheese.
It's not a knife and fork job? You actually pick it up?
I mean, I don't know. I would pick it up. Maybe. Maybe you do have to use knife and fork.
Rosebuds in Delaware. I'm looking at the Google. 15 East Winter Street.
This guy, John, tweeted us at Man and Bone 971. If you find it, retweet it so the people can see it. You can go check that out there.
It's listed as a gastropub. Gets a 4.6 on Google. I'm going to look at their Insties.
I've not been. Insties?
Food looks good. I mean, you're taking a picture of food.
Well, yeah, how can you tell,
crappy
right?
thing on there, but it looks like they have good sandwiches and wings and Looks like a fancy place. When I say fancy, I mean not your corner dive bar. That's what I mean.
And those places can have some of the best food, but I know what you're saying. They look like they're trying to do with some elevated fare. Yeah, I think the Delaware food and bar scene over there is really good.
Do we know who Josh Dalton is?
No.
We should apparently, because their Instagram page says a dive bar, but make it boogie by Josh Dalton.
Oh, okay. All right.
So apparently we're supposed to know who Josh Dalton is.
Josh Dalton, my guy.
And go to Rosebuds because it's his place.
Well, whatever. Anyway, this place looks like I would check it out based on this picture of this burger. But thank you, John, for sending us a picture of all this. It looks delicious.
Fat Boy Food Tip? Yes, we're actually going to do another Fat Boy Food Tip.
That wasn't one. We were just talking about cheeseburgers.
No, the official Fat Boy Food Tip coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 15-minute delay on westbound 70 on the east side between Kelton Avenue and the 71 East Split. And we have a small delay on westbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between Westerville and Cleveland Avenue. This report is sponsored by Medical Mutual. Ohio seniors, are you looking for better Medicare benefits? Visit medmutual.com/review to schedule a free Medicare plan review with Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is brought to you by Monogram Homes. Start your true custom home journey today with a builder you can trust. Monogram Homes. Visit Monogram Homes online at monogramhomes.net.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
You expect your home to protect everything you love, but you don't expect the ways water is breaking down your foundation and damaging your home. Cracks in walls and uneven floors are just a few signs your foundation is compromised. But there's one way to get answers to all your concerns. A free home inspection from Ohio Basement Authority. We put water back in its place. Get your free inspection at ohiobasementauthority.com.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to ColumbusMen'sClinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. ColumbusMen'sClinic.com. Book your appointment now.
Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers, the people who refuse to make trade-offs in life. Like Kelly, when her old car insurance got so expensive that she couldn't afford to drive anymore, do you think she started carrying her groceries for miles? No. But she did find Direct Auto's savings that allowed her to drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25%, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a quote today at directauto.com. Savings based on applied discounts and will vary. Terms apply. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Heaven on earth. It's here in the mountain towns of West Virginia, draped in vibrant reds, yellows, and oranges. Some of America's most spectacular fall colors. The perfect backdrop to autumn adventure, from scenic train rides to fall festivals, and a cozy cabin waiting at the end of the day. Fall is almost heaven in West Virginia. Plan your getaway at wvtourism.com.
Get Nature Stone and never replace your flooring again. Nature Stone is a beautiful permanent flooring solution for garages, basements, and indoor spaces. Act now to get pricing as low as 99 cents a square foot plus installation. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keel's Columbus Crew on the road facing Toronto FC tonight. 7 games left in the regular season for the Crew. Meanwhile, the Blue Jackets, who opened training camp today, announced their plans to honor Johnny Gaudreau as they go into the season. They plan to leave his locker stall empty both at home and on the road with Gaudreau's sweater displayed. The team will also wear decals on their helmets and a patch on their sweaters during the course of the year to pay tribute to Gaudreau. Baseball, Cleveland Guardians at home with the Minnesota Twins tonight. Guardians still a 5-game lead in the AL Central. Cincinnati Reds at home with Atlanta this evening. The Reds announcing that pitcher Brandon Williamson will need Tommy John surgery. And the Clippers with a 3-0 win today at Toledo. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Desmond Howard death wishes since 2012. This is Man and Bone.
Not in writing, at least. Hey, subscribe to the podcast of This Dumb Show. It's available wherever you get your podcast. Just search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. All right, we got a lot of food to get to today. It's a big day. It's National Cheeseburger Day. I also have something about fried chicken, and it's coming up in Fat Boy Food.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
All right, so before we get to the cheeseburgers, Popeyes is getting in the value menu game. Popeyes. Except they're doing it wrong. All right, to me, the whole point of like the Biggie Bag or the $5 meal deal at McDonald's is that it's a complete meal. Now, it may not be as much food as you or I would like, but they're giving you a main, a side, a drink.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
Popeye says, yeah, we got 3 pieces of chicken, bone-in chicken for $5. That's our new value.
Okay.
And that's good. You're saving money on that. But there's no drink or anything else included in it. It's just, here's 3 pieces of chicken for $5.
Yeah.
So you still have to buy the drink. If you want a little side, like a biscuit, you still got to buy the biscuit. So again, you want 3 pieces of chicken with nothing else? They'll help you. $5. But you're going to have to pay for everything else.
Yeah, I also think the deal they had, that tailgate deal they were doing for the last, I think it ended now, where it was like $25, and I think you got some ridiculous. I think you get like 24 wings or some crazy number, and sides and a drink for 25, or a couple of drinks for $25. That's a much better deal. Obviously more expensive, and it supposedly was a shareable, not a single serve.
No shareable. Before we talk, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. I was just thinking on the chicken tip. Your guy Duff tweeted us this. He said, "My internet cam boys, have you tried the Meyer deli counter wings? I'm not saying they're as good as Roosters or a sports bar, but they're far better than you'd expect and are better than the average size pizza place wings. They are marinated and then fried without breading. They have spicy and regular. Regular is spicy than you'd expect. You pay by weight, and you can choose all flappers or all drums with no upcharge."
They give them to you hot?
Yeah. They have a deli counter there where you can, I think I know they do rotisserie chicken and all that stuff at Meyer, and that's obviously hot. You can get them cold too, I'm sure, and heat them up later. But he has one here in like a cardboard box, which looks like the type of thing they would give it to you if it was warm, right? I don't think they're doing that. That seems like a warm serving
I'll
option.
give it a shot.
Yeah, I would definitely check that out. But I think that's an underrated aspect. The flappers or wings with no difference in a charge based on weight. It's all how many wings you want. So if you love getting just all flappers, then great. There you go.
Bone, you mentioned that rotisserie chicken. Little tip. That is $7 at Meyer for some reason. That rotisserie chicken. You go next door to a Sam's Club. If, like Hilliard Rome Road, you have one right next to each other. $5.
Oh, yeah, Costco.
$4.99.
Costco, same thing.
It's
$5.
probably twice the size, too, because they're pumping the hormones in those Costco and Sam's Club
lots
chickens.
Lots of juices.
Yes, lots of juices.
Mm-hmm.
Nuclear juice.
Oh, yeah,
That's
for
fine.
sure.
I don't care. It's National Cheeseburger Day. Here's a recap of all the deals we have going on. McDonald's is doing 50-cent double cheeseburgers in the app. The problem is that you can't, what am I trying to say? Partner this with any other deals. So if you're like, well, I'll use my points and then I'll get a 50-cent. No, you can't get any other deal in the app. That's your deal for the day. 50-cent double cheeseburger, which is fine. I'm not blown away by that deal. Burger King is doing free cheeseburger, not Whopper, just cheeseburger with the purchase of $1 or more today. Is all in the app.
Yes.
Wendy's 1 cent junior bacon cheeseburger deal in the app with any other purchase. Buffalo Wild Wings, not fast food necessarily, but still, they're doing a burger deal today. If you're a member of the Blazin' Rewards loyalty program, you buy one burger, get one free today, with choices including Jason Kelsey's pick. Oh, look, Jason Kelsey's doing some media. I have not seen him recently. The triple bacon burger and the all-new bacon mac and cheese burger. If you're not a Blazin' Rewards member, then go to hell. Applebee's is offering customers a classic burger deal today, which includes one of its 3 classic handcrafted burgers paired with classic fries for $8.99. Well, what's the regular?
I don't know.
Like $12, $13?
I'm not aware.
All right, so you're saving a little bit of money there. And Dairy Queen is doing a free double original cheeseburger stack burger. That's a lot of stuff. Free double original cheeseburger signature stack burger.
Okay.
With an app or online order of $1 or more.
Who's doing that?
That's pretty good.
Dairy Queen.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had one of their burgers in a long time, but that sounds like a good try there.
I always like Dairy Queen's non-dairy products.
The hot eats and the cool treats, baby.
Yeah, the hot eats are good. I do like those. I obviously like Dairy Queen's products all over the place. So, yeah, give me whatever you got.
I just want to point out that it is, oh, by the way, White Castle is doing buy one, get one on cheese sliders.
Is that unlimited, or is that just you buy any, you get a
that
free
I don't
one?
know. Use the code SAYCHEESE in the White Castle app today.
Okay. There you go.
Customers can also get a sack of 10 cheese sliders for just $7.99.
I have a question for you guys because one of our favorite spots, Culver's, released their 2023 stats here today on National Cheeseburger Day.
Okay.
You want to
They
take
didn't do any deals, so they just gave you stats.
Did they not have one deal today?
Culver's or Five Guys, I think just pretending the day doesn't exist.
That's not cool of them. I mean, come on, guys. But you care to take a stab at how many butter burgers with cheese they slung out in 2023 at all of their restaurants?
You know, Timmy, I couldn't even give a good number.
56,456,000.
There you go. That's a pretty good. They're going Culver's.
That's some butter burgers.
They're not slowing down. That's pretty good.
You ought to be giving some deals selling that many butter burgers in a year.
You would. And by the way, how much one of those butter burgers cost? Like $7-8, I think, for one?
They're cheaper than a Five Guys, though, that's for sure.
Okay, fine. I'm just saying, do the math on 56 million burgers plus all the other stuff.
They got a J.J. Watt's way going on there right now.
Do they really?
They do.
Oh,
he's got a value meal deal.
I had no idea. That's pretty good.
He's a Wisconsin guy.
Yes,
yeah,
he
makes
is.
sense. No?
Sure.
Makes sense.
It's like a burger, cheese curds,
All right, what
and
did
like
you
a
eat today,
turtle
Bo?
ice cream.
What did I eat today?
Yeah.
I was going to go to Burger King, but the Burger King I was going to go to was not open. Or at least was not ordering. They said the app ordering wasn't available. So I went to McDonald's and got the double cheeseburger and a drink and fries, large Coke, small fry. And then I went to Wendy's and got a junior bacon cheeseburger.
I'm writing this down. So double cheese at McDonald's.
Yep. Small fry, large Coke.
Fry.
Coke Zero, technically.
Got Coke Zero!
And then Wendy's, I kept it simple. I went with a junior bacon cheeseburger for a penny.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had to order something. So I got a 10-piece nugget with the ghost pepper ranch, which again, I know your aversion to the ghost pepper ranch.
No.
To the name. to the name ghost pepper.
Yes, the flavor, I'm sure, is very delicious. But
it's a great flavor.
We're throwing around ghost pepper like it's nothing. If you say ghost pepper, I want it to be so spicy that I crap myself and lose control of my bodily functions.
I can tell you this dip, I recognized it today because I was eating it with the nuggets. It is the blackened ranch that you get at Popeyes. I'm convinced. It is same exact flavor.
Fine.
Anyway, I had that and a Frosty, which I, of course, just consumed in front of you.
Yeah, thanks for that.
You're welcome. So that's
Is that it?
Well, I was going to go to Burger King and get a cheeseburger, and then instead of getting a Frosty, I would have gotten their Hershey pie. That would have been my Burger King order, but I wasn't able to do that.
All right, so you got a double cheeseburger McDonald's, small fry, Coke Zero, junior bacon cheese, 10-piece nuggets with ghost pepper sauce, and a Frosty. How much you pay for all that?
Under $10. I think it was like $9.74.
That's beautiful. That warms my heart. All right, Timmy, what'd you have today?
I started off by going to Mickey D's, and I got the 50-cent double cheese and a small fry there.
Okay.
So that was $2.49.
Okay.
Because as Mike said, you couldn't get any other deal. Went across the street to the Wendy's, and I got the deal for the junior bacon cheese, and I got the $1 Frosty.
Oh, okay.
Which is still on a deal. So they technically
I thought that was ending on Sunday.
No, well, it's still here.
It's still there.
And that's just the price in the app. So technically, I think they gave us 2 deals. So all in all, I spent $3.50.
You spent less than $5 and got all that food.
I spent $3.50 and got all that food.
It's not that much food. He just had, two burgers and a small fry and a Frosty.
Again, not that much food.
I came here to work, scarfed it down, and then went directly to our cookout that we were having on the other side of the building. And I had a drumstick vanilla caramel ice cream cone.
By the way, Timmy,
drumstick, good.
Oh yeah,
it's no Magnum, but
it's good.
They're up there.
Stop it.
I'm with you.
That bite,
Timmy, I'm with you.
Right, Bo? That bite when you get to the end of the drumstick cone and you have that cold hardened chocolate inside the tip of that cone.
Let me tell you something about that.
I'd rather
You're
have
talking
that
about best bites?
Timmy,
that's up there.
I'd rather have that than a Magnum.
I'm
with
double caramel Magnum?
Yeah,
You're out of your
They
mind.
should sell the chocolate bit cone tips in a bag.
I'm about to tell you they do. Shut the hell up for a second. I was about to say my wife is doing marketing for this startup company. That's what they make.
Yeah, are you serious?
Little tiny cone tips filled with chocolate in like a snack bag. She's been doing work for these people for a couple weeks. I have yet to see any free samples.
Well, we gotta get some of those.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, come on.
It's got to work. It has to.
You're our connection. Make this happen.
I mean, I got to get some for myself first.
Well, yeah, but get on this. What are you waiting for?
I yell at her every night. I scream at her.
Hold on.
Until she cries.
Is it Nestle that's making these?
No,
the maker of the drumstick?
No, it's not. This is a different company altogether.
I want the actual tip.
Well,
I want somebody cutting tips off of the drumsticks.
I can't help
Throw
you.
the rest of them out. Bag them up.
Top of the drumstick to you. Actually, it's bottom of the drumstick to you.
This is a little this bag of circumcised drumsticks is here for you if you'd like just the tips. Thank you.
That's a good name for it. It's
Just
perfect.
just the tips. Yeah.
They won't do that.
Well, I'll help you out.
They won't.
Those marketing people are stupid.
Do it. Oh, people will be offended.
Yeah. Again, you could have that for Valentine's Day. This Valentine's Day, give her what she wants. Just the tip. And it's those. It's just a bag of those.
More Wildcard Wednesday fun. Oh, crap.
Oh, you didn't? Oh, see.
I got it.
You forgot about it.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're looking at a 5-minute delay due to a disabled semi that's blocking the left lane on westbound 70 downtown before the 71 west split. And we have another 5-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between 670 and I-70. This report is sponsored by Z-Bar. Tough roads demand tougher protection. Shield your vehicle's underside with genuine Z-Bar undercoating from $2.99 and fortify your truck bed against scratches, impacts, and dents with Rhino Lining Spray-On Bed Liner starting at $4.99. Z-Bar, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank. Get Eco.
Hey, Aaron. Hey, Jerry. Have we spent enough time telling homeowners how much the name Eco can actually mean?
Well, I did name the company that, so yes.
I mean explaining that Eco can stand for how much better we can make your plumbing, ecologically speaking.
Get Eco.
A tankless water heater, for example. Switching to tankless means your family has unlimited hot water, shower after shower after shower, without having to use precious electricity to keep a big tank of water hot 24 hours a day. It's ecological.
Pretty good wordplay for a guy that almost failed English, don't you think?
Get Eco.
I think if more people knew they could help the planet just by taking a shower, I think we might be onto something.
That's not quite as ecological as the first thing you said, but okay.
You know, I'm working on inventing a new kind of junk mail that throws itself away.
And the planet thanks you, Jerry.
Get Eco.
Eco plumbers, electricians, and HVAC technicians.
GetEco.com.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Is your business generating over $1 million a year in revenue? If your financial advisory team isn't keeping pace, maybe it's time for a change. Here's Brad Hennebert with Premier Advisors.
Thanks, Bobby. Our team integrates financial planning and asset management with business accounting and tax preparation. Business owners have planning needs that are unique. We work with you to design a seamless financial services bundle tailored to your business with monthly or quarterly advisory consultations to help guide you along the way. We don't just keep score of what happened last year. Our team combines expert financial planning and wealth management with top-tier tax services, helping businesses like yours build wealth for you. Call us today at 614-524-4888. That's 614-524-4888.
Brad Hennebert is a registered representative offering securities through United Planners Financial Services. Member FINRA SIPC. Advisory services offered through TCP Asset Management LLC. Tax services offered through Premier Tax CPAs. United Planners is not affiliated with TCP Asset Management, Premier Advisors, or Premier Tax CPAs.
Did you know we have another station? More Buckeyes, more play-by-play, more everything.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2 or listen on the Fan app.
Your home for almost too much football. The Fan.
With so much happening every day,
ABC6 News is on your side, helping you understand the events that impact your community.
Do you believe Columbus City Schools is in a PR crisis?
Central Ohio's most experienced team of reporters, persistent in getting answers to the questions you're asking.
Are you worried about how people are going to react?
And when you need us, ABC6 News is on your side, finding solutions.
6 on your side, they're the ones willing to answer the phone.
You can count on ABC6 News to be on your side.
ABC Tonight.
I'm Joan, and I'm your first Golden Bachelorette.
Joan's getting a second chance.
This is about everybody like me, navigating, trying to find love at this age.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't have hope.
Because love never ages.
Golden age doesn't mean you're old. Old is a state of mind, like a lot of living to do.
The Golden Bachelorette. Tonight at 8 on ABC6.
They come here illegally, crossing our southern border. Then Sherrod Brown rolls out the welcome mat for them here in Ohio. Brown voted to give amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants, including those convicted of crimes like drunk driving, aggravated assault, and child abuse. And Sherrod Brown voted 10 times to protect sanctuary cities in Ohio, which release dangerous illegals back onto the street, making Ohio's neighborhoods less safe. And while we struggle to make ends meet, Sherrod Brown is voting to give illegals taxpayer-funded benefits, like health care for illegals granted amnesty, Social Security, COVID relief checks, even a program to fly Haitian migrants into Ohio airports, all paid for by you, the taxpayer. You think you know Sherrod Brown? Well, after 31 years in Washington, Sherrod Brown's way too liberal for Ohio. American Crossroads paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. AmericanCrossroads.org.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do. Bring your ideas to life at Dell.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Fair skies, light winds, and a dry finish on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-80s, down to the mid-60s overnight, and a few pockets of fog early on Thursday morning. Otherwise, return to some sunshine and warmer temperatures back in the upper 80s on Thursday afternoon. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Is T-Bone thinking about a red-bellied woodpecker? This is Man and Bone.
All right, so let me clarify this. I said my wife, she owns a marketing and PR agency. Her agency is working with this company that essentially sells the bottom part of the drumstick, the cone with the chocolate inside. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
This is not a startup. They've been around for a while, but she I guess, just started working with them. They're called Muddy Bites, Muddy Bites. And apparently, they're like everywhere. So you can go to Giant Eagle and Kroger and Walmart. They even have them at Menards and like Old Navy. It says because they have a store locator here.
Okay.
I guess Old Navy sells like, the crap up by the register. It's probably up there.
Sure,
but
that's right.
Anyway, they're everywhere. And they have different flavors. Here are the flavors. Milk chocolate, white chocolate, dark chocolate, cookies and cream, and Girl Scouts Thin Mint flavor.
I just saw that. That's one that I would definitely give a try to. All those sound great.
Now, Timmy just yelled at me and said, "Are they frozen?" And I said, "No, but you can put the damn bag in the freezer."
Yeah, you could.
And then they'll be frozen.
That's right. They're not just like hinting at it. The website says the best part of a Sunday cone now available as a bite-sized snack, and it shows I'm sure it's not a drumstick. It's a version of that, though, a dipped, covered with peanuts waffle cone that they then show the bottom of it just broken off, and that's what they're saying they're putting in the bag.
You can get it shipped right to your house, too.
Yeah.
Right on the website there.
I'm all in on this.
They got
This
a
is
variety
great.
pack if you want to try all the flavors. See, let me tell you something. I should be on the payroll.
Why?
No, but I'm just saying, Kristen doesn't understand what I just did for her here.
Oh, I know. Why not just, that could be her marketing. It's just, hey, I'll just funnel you over to these guys and then they can just promote it.
No, because that sets a bad precedent.
I know it
because
does.
a lot of the stuff she
does actually good marketing, unlike us. Yeah.
But I'm just saying, this is right up our alley.
I'm saying, well, we don't market, everything. This is one thing we would be very good at marketing.
Mm.
Yeah.
Let me see what the serving size is, because Teddy's asking me.
I got it right here. 6 cones per serving, 130 calories. It says about 2 servings per container. The whole bag's 300 calories. Let's go.
That's diet food.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah.
Come on, Teddy.
That's acceptable.
Yeah.
If they're delicious.
Total sugars, it says a whole bag of them is 52% of your daily sugar intake.
And just so you know, kosher certified.
Oh, there.
For all our Jewish friends out there.
Perfect. And it says here 5 grams of protein if you eat the whole bag. There you go.
How could you lose?
Get your macros.
How can you lose?
Pumping some protein in there.
Muddy
tons of sugar.
Bites. Muddy.
All right, I'm getting some of these
bites.
I'm getting them when you send them to me for free.
Well, I'm pissed off now because I half listen when she talks to me. She's like, "Yeah, I'm working with this company." I'm like, "Great." Now I want some. Bring some home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm mad that you didn't pay attention better.
I know. I don't listen to. I'll start listening again.
By the way, I just want to also point out on their website, we're getting paid nothing for talking about this. Maybe
I'm indirectly getting paid.
Your wife may be getting paid, is getting paid for it, whatever. They on their website, I'm looking at the milk chocolate. It says here you can get 12 bags, one-time purchase price, $49.99 for 12 bags, or you can subscribe.
And then keep a good thing coming.
And you can pick if you want, like every 30 days, every 60 days, you can get them delivered. And then and then you just what? Your just entire diet becomes Muddy Bites, waffle cone snacks. How could that be bad?
Mm-mm.
I'm ready for this. I'm ready to be waffle coned to death. I want to put me in a coffin full of these things and I will eat my way out.
Here's a fun fact. The combined age of the starting quarterbacks in Saturday's Utah-Oklahoma State game is 49, okay?
Mm-hmm.
The combined age of the starting quarterbacks in the Bears-Colts game on Sunday is 44.
Well, the Utah-Oklahoma State game features Cam Rising, a quarterback.
Seventh year, like, super-duper senior.
And then at Oklahoma State has Alan Bowman, who's also in his 7th year of college football.
He's been at, like, 9 different schools, too, right? Didn't he start at Michigan?
That sounds correct. Yes, I think you're right. So the fact that the 2 college quarterbacks are that much older than 2 actual starting NFL quarterbacks and one of them is not a rookie, right? Anthony Richardson's in his 2nd year.
Correct.
So that's quite an interesting little factoid there. I'm glad you threw that out there.
Also for you, Teddy, the UFL says they're going to return on March 28th. So
let me put that in my calendar.
Stop.
All right. Right there. All right.
Teddy, you told me you're going to watch a lot of that. I bet you didn't watch any of it.
I watched a little bit of it, not as much as I thought I was going to, but it's still something to watch. Yeah, check it out. If I could bet on it, I would watch more, but we weren't allowed to bet on it here in Ohio.
See, that's
Why?
stupid. Because different states have different rules.
Yes,
Some states you probably could bet on it. Ohio's one of the ones that said they couldn't.
Ridiculous.
It is.
You know what I blame?
What's that?
Haitians.
Oh, is that it?
Somehow.
Yeah. Well, I've heard that's how it's going.
Wildcard Wednesday. What do you got, Boner?
Nut Guy Butt says, my guys, happy National Cheeseburger Day. The only reason I'd go out west at this point is to try In-N-Out Burger, although he spelled it in and out a burger, but whatever. I knew what you meant. Money is no object to both travel and purchasing of the food. What are you getting where? I guess if you could travel anywhere and get any, I don't know if he didn't say burger, just any food? Or
Any
maybe
food
it's burger.
anywhere?
I don't know. He said, and no, Mike, people are not on the menu.
That ruins it.
Well, I know.
Wow. I got to tell you, I haven't had an In-N-Out burger in a long time. It's been a long time since I've been out west. I have no desire to go out west other than to eat an In-N-Out burger.
So
I enjoyed it very
Nut Guy
much.
Butt are the same here. You don't want to go out west other than for the burger.
Correct. I enjoyed it very much. Some people say it's overrated. I don't agree. I think their fries are hit and miss, but the actual burger itself I think is very good. I've long said that we need a Portillo's in this area.
That's right.
Go get yourself a Chicago dog or a Maxwell Street Polish and some of the best damn cheese fries you put in your mouth. Italian beef sandwich. Not only can you get just a little cup of cheese.
Yeah.
They'll give you a whole bowl.
Yeah, a bowl of cheese.
You just stick your face in it.
I mean, they're sticking a whole piece of cake inside of a shake machine and saying, let's chop all that up and put it in a milkshake.
Ooh, by the way, for fall, they have a new cake flavor at Portillo's. And I only say this not to annoy you, but we do have people who listen to us on the app and other locations. Maybe you're close.
Maybe you're going to go see family that's near where a Portillo's
right, maybe
is.
you're close to a Portillo's. You live next to Leanne Whitmer Wigman, whatever. They've got a salted caramel fall cake.
Oh, my God.
Yes. They do a lemon in the summer. They have the chocolate all the time.
The lemon's great.
And then a salted caramel for the fall. I have not had that one, but how can it be bad?
Yeah. I think if I were to pick somewhere to go, like for a food thing, like just money's no object, I would actually want to fly over to England and get a proper fish and chips from like whatever the best place is. I don't know. But I want to go get the real deal, best one you can find, and just that would hit the spot for me right now. I'd love to do that.
I'll tell you something. You know what? There's another place, and actually, if you live in the Dayton area, I want you to go there this weekend and get it. I've told you about this. We used to have one here at Polaris. It closed. It's called The Pub.
Oh, is the one in Dayton still open?
I think so.
Okay, I don't know.
I think the one in Dayton's still open.
Yeah, that one here was pretty good. I liked it.
They do a brunch menu, and normally I don't give two craps about brunch, but they have a breakfast sandwich. It's, I think, a soft pretzel roll. And again, the pretzel roll can be hit and miss. It's a very good pretzel roll. Egg, bacon, fried onion straws, and some sort of cheesy queso, salty as F thing that they spread on top of there.
I love that.
It is so salty. It is so good. Delicious. It's on their brunch menu.
Okay. Well, there you go.
At the Pub. I forget the name of the sandwich, but I just told you what's on it.
I love that.
Take your pants off.
Leave them on when you're at the restaurant, just to be clear.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You should watch out for an accident that's blocking the right lane on eastbound 33. After 270 on the East Outer Belt, it will be stop and go from Refugee Road. And we have a 10-minute delay on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. This report is sponsored by Allstate. Wish you could save on home insurance? With Allstate, you could easily save and get quality protection. Yep, it's a win-win. So what are you waiting for? Check Allstate first for a quote today. You're in good hands with Allstate. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Roosters. Roosters is giving away 12 ultimate Buckeye experiences. We're talking tickets, sideline passes, a trip to a postseason game, and more. Register today and every day at roosterswings.com.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Hi, this is Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. As a local family-owned business, we understand the importance of celebrating the ones we love. Stop in to find the perfect gift or check us out online at worthingtonjewelers.com.
Hey, it's D. Miller. Guys, if you're only middle-aged but wondering why it seems harder to keep up, you're not alone. It could be low testosterone. Testosterone replacement therapy can help you get back to your best, but not just any TRT. See the provider specialist at Low T Center. They offer advanced, personalized treatments with over a decade of experience. At Low T Center, you'll start with a simple test and get your results back in about 25 minutes. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. That's lowtcenter.com. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
An electrifying live event experience is back. Nitro Circus. Unbelievable tricks. Unstoppable energy that will blow your mind.
People always said that Nitro Circus couldn't work as a live show, but with this much passion, it was always going to work.
Excitement for the entire family. December 5th at Nationwide Arena. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com.
Common Man and T-Bone here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Bone, do you know that there's games going on this weekend?
Oh, I know. And your game day headquarters is the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Massive TV walls, 12,000 square feet, and all the gaming action you could want.
Wager at one of 4 betting windows and 30-plus betting kiosks. Beat the crowd and reserve a table for all game days this fall at HollywoodColumbus.com.
Wow, private table. Must be nice. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sunday, a day of rest, relaxation, and Browns football. Catch the Brownies as they host the Giants from the land.
Live coverage starts Sunday at 11 with the Kick It One.
Your Central Ohio home for Browns football. The Van.
Sherrod Brown says,
I'll work with anyone to protect Ohio.
But what Sherrod Brown does in D.C. has not protected Ohio women and children. Brown voted multiple times to allow transgender biological males to compete in girls' sports. Not only unfair, but risking injury to female athletes. Brown even introduced legislation to allow transgender biological men into girls' locker rooms. And Brown would allow puberty blockers, even sex change surgery for children. Worse, Brown introduced a law to force women's domestic violence shelters to accept transgender biological men, inflicting more trauma on abused women. So when Brown says,
I'll work with anyone to protect Ohio,
Sherrod Brown is not protecting Ohio women and children. In fact, he's endangering them. Ohio deserves better. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
The Columbus Men's Clinic opened in 2014 for guys who get it done. Let's talk, fellas. You solve problems all day at work. You fix your sink when it's broken. But when it comes to ED and low T, it doesn't get done. We get it. You hate going to the doctor, but you're the guy that fixes things. At the Columbus Men's Clinic, there's nothing to fear and no reason to delay. We've been destroying bedroom boredom for a decade. So if you haven't fixed this, call us. When the pills fail, call us. If you feel like you've tried everything, call us. Here, there's hope. From the conventional to the next level. You'll be seen by our friendly, discreet physician who will take the time to listen. Imagine finally taking care of this with no surgery. Imagine going from feeling gray to living life in vibrant color. It's time to be confident. Join the thousands of guys who have found success after walking through our doors. Will you be one of them? Dial 614-300-7400 or go to columbusmensclinic.com to schedule a $99 male performance consultation, including blood work. Do it for you. Do it for her. columbusmensclinic.com. Book your appointment now.
At Sunny Street Cafe, we scoff at the notion that restaurants should only have one tagline.
'Cause instead,
we got 7.
And here's our number 1.
Sunny Street Cafe, a bright spot for breakfast and lunch.
Now with 8 locations.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here from my friends at High Bank Distillery Co., located right here in Columbus. Introducing their newest product, 614 Vodka, Ohio's house vodka. Perfect to make a drink at home or try when you're out at your favorite local restaurant. Learn more at 614vodka.com.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
We did the math. Common Man has hosted over 5,000 shows on the Fan. 3 of them have been halfway decent. Here's Man and Bone.
Teddy?
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
No? No.
All right, you know what I have to do?
What do you have to do?
I'm sorry about that. Like, I make a lot of jokes about, hey, my wife's talking, I'm not listening,
Right.
Just stupid guy humor.
Yeah, of course.
In reality, she's the mature, smart, beautiful, everything one in our relationship.
Okay.
Right?
Right.
So I said my wife is working with this company, Muddy Bites.
Yeah.
Which is like the bottom part of a drumstick with a little cone and then the chocolate inside.
Mm-hmm.
And you just snack on that. I thought she was working with them because I sent her a message. I said, what's the name of the chocolate cone people you work with and why don't we get any product?
Mm-hmm.
She replies back in all caps, I don't work with them. Stephanie is their CEO. Her childhood friend, Stephanie. I guess she was telling me about this company and her friends. I knew she was talking about them. So I apologize to her because I'm going to get yelled at later. Although I just gave Stephanie a bunch of free promotion.
Yeah, hey, Stephanie, there you go. Now, the question still remains. So this is a childhood friend of hers.
That's correct.
Are they in close contact now?
Yes. Yes, they're good friends now.
Great. So
I got another interesting little thing about Stephanie.
All right, get to that. The question still remains, when will we get some Muddy Bites here?
I'm working on that.
Right, good.
I'm efforting that.
Good.
I don't know if I should be talking about this. Anyway,
can I befriend Stephanie just so maybe I can get us some food if that's
Stephanie
I'm just
Paris, nice family here locally.
Okay.
Her mother gets publicity every single fall because she makes the huge pumpkins. Have you ever seen like the huge pumpkin?
Nature makes pumpkins. I don't know if you know where the
you know what I
pumpkins
mean.
come
She's
from.
got a theme every single year. Like I think she made Trump last year. So
she paints them.
She paints them. Yes.
Okay. Yes.
She paints them and gets national press.
Oh yeah, that's
for
her.
This. If you type in like Dublin, Ohio pumpkin lady, I think she's going to come up.
I am very aware of what you're talking about now. Yes. When you said she makes pumpkins, I wasn't sure if you knew how pumpkins were made. But
no, you know what I mean.
All right.
So Stephanie, the daughter, is the CEO of Muddy Bites.
Great.
Mom makes huge pumpkins, paints huge pumpkins.
Awesome.
For publicity. Stephanie's fiance or husband, I don't know if they're married yet.
This is good.
Is the showrunner for Law & Order SVU.
What?
Yeah, he runs the whole thing. He's the head guy.
Listen to me.
For Law & Order SVU. We could have Mariska Hargitay here within the hour if we wanted to. Just handing us Muddy Bites.
I'm sure we could not. But man, what a thought that is of her just like pitching those into my mouth. I'm just laying there and she's like, would you like another one? I'm like, sure. Muddy Bite me. And she just throws it in my mouth. No, listen to me. My wife has friends that she knew from childhood and that I didn't really know that well.
None of them are this interesting though, right?
No. What I'm saying is I try to take an interest and know what they're doing in case something like this happens. And all my wife's friends are like, I'm a lawyer, I'm a doctor, wah, wah, wah. None of them are running a company full of chocolatey goodness put into a waffle cone. I'm saying I pay attention to all of this, and I get no reward. You're over there like, oh, yeah, my wife over here is talking to me with words about her friends. Who cares? Anyway.
No, can I?
And it's like you could have been paying attention. We could have been having food.
I understand. And I apologize. In my defense, though.
No, there's no defense.
Well, just hear me out for a second, okay? In my defense, and I know this is not going to do anything for you because you have many more of these than I do.
Mm-hmm.
The two women who live in my house never stop talking. Never stop talking. It is a nonstop dialogue. Like I am waiting. My daughter's almost 8 years old. People are like, oh, you're going to miss it when she doesn't need you for everything. I want her to get to the point where she can just take a crap with the door closed. She has to have a full-on conversation when she's taking a crap. Like there's no privacy that she needs. I even say to her, are you sure you don't need some privacy? No. And so let me tell you about this. Oh, my God. Stop talking. And it's constant talking. My wife talking. What's her name? Samantha, my daughter. Talking. It never stops.
What about the pumpkin lady? How's she doing?
Pumpkin lady,
talk to her?
It makes me some delicious spanakopita, too. She makes delicious.
I don't know what that is.
It's like the spinach pie with the feta and the phyllo dough. Oh. You've had it, I'm sure, before.
No, Teddy, when you're getting all spicoli or whatever it is.
Spanakopita.
We eat it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You have that at your house?
They're a wonderful family.
See, again, why are you not over there every week? I'm mad at you for not making more of this friendship with your wife. You should have been leaning in.
I've known them for, almost 20 years.
Great. So, yet again, another reason not to have no product in our hands for this thing.
I know.
Muddy Bites, hi.
Why is
I'm
she not
T-Bone.
answering me here?
I don't know why this guy doesn't want to get to know your CEO. I am a fan of your entire company. So I'm just going to say I'm a friend. I will be your friend. If he won't be your friend, I will be your friend.
Well, no, the good news now is that I felt icky indirectly promoting them because I thought Kristen was taking their money.
Yes, but now
she's not.
No, this is great.
She just knows the person who's the CEO of the company, so I got no problem promoting them now.
And that means we can take their money.
Absolutely, we can.
Yeah.
Although, why would they need to give it to us? Because we just devoted 2 segments of the most listened to radio show in the state.
I don't really know how marketing works. I should probably talk to a marketing expert, someone who could help me out with that. By the way, Mike, the song you need to learn is Trace Adkins. You're going to miss this. That's the one. That'll get you. I don't care.
Oh, God.
You don't like country music? That is the song.
Can I tell you something?
That is the song that will get you.
I'm not going to miss not talking to my daughter while she's taking a dump.
No, you will.
No, I'm not.
You're going to miss it. You are.
Just give my ears a break. I can hear her because her cadence changes when she's in mid-push and she won't stop talking. So anyway, this happened at school. Please, honey, close the door.
See, like today, our youngest, Abigail, is 5 years old. Happy birthday, Abby.
Happy birthday, Abby.
Yes, today's her birthday. And I thought today, I was actually on the phone with my wife last night. She was at the store, and in the background, we were talking about something. In the background, I felt for this parent. There was a kid just losing their mind in the next aisle over, and I could hear the kid through the phone, and I said, man, that's pretty loud. And Melissa's like, yeah, I know. What are you going to do? And then we just moved on. But in my head, I was thinking, gosh, I miss it when Abigail was colicky and screaming her head off for 18 hours straight. God, I miss those days. Or I wasn't. And I'm very glad to love all my children, but also I do not miss that part of child raising when they're just screaming their heads off and there's nothing you can do to solve that. I don't miss that at all. I'm with you. This one from Common Man's Pizzeria, Wildcard Wednesday. Says, you can never go wrong with crazy food ideas. What is your personal food combo that makes others look at you stupid?
Stupid. People look at me stupid anyway.
Well, mine is chicken, mushroom, onion, and pineapple on a pizza. That's a lot of different things going on right there. Chicken, mushroom, onion, and pineapple on a pizza.
What's my thing that people think is weird?
I mean, I think there would probably be a decent number of people who find that you like, which fish do you like to eat?
Which fish?
I like the canned fish.
I like sardines.
Sardines.
Anchovies.
Yes. You like both?
I like anchovies on my pizza.
Okay.
Yes, I do.
I think that's still, like, lots of people like that, but it's not as popular as maybe other toppings. That might be one that if you ordered that out, people might go, oh, man.
Actually, you know what? I like anchovies on my pizza. I don't have it all the time, but sometimes what I like to do is get a cheese pizza from my favorite place.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
Get a cheese pizza. I don't get anchovies on the pizza, but then when I get it home, I open up the tin.
Oh, you put a
and then
fresh
I put
one on
them
there.
fresh on top of
all
there.
the oil or whatever they're sitting in.
Yes.
Oh.
That's good eating.
Blah.
You get those little bones stuck in your teeth. Have you tried it?
I don't. You know what?
How do you know? You could love anchovies.
You're right. I don't.
Teddy loves anchovies, right, Teddy?
You know, I'm a texture guy. I don't have a lot of things that I like that have a lot of different
Bodie's
textures.
Never heard of anchovies.
Do they have the eyeballs in the anchovies?
No.
Okay, so
it's not sardines. Sardines are like you're thinking of that.
That's what I'm thinking of. All right.
And they don't have eyeballs in the sardines either.
I don't know what's in them. I'm not opening them. I don't open that can. I just pass. I just go, nope. Slide it along. I get something else.
On campus, all the news and notes you need coming up next. Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
There's some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 10-minute delay on southbound 71 on the north side between 11th Avenue and I-70. And you're going to run into a 15-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side from James Road to 270. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Need to hire? You need Indeed. Their all-in-one platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. And Indeed's interview tool lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews right from their website. Visit Indeed.com/credit. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your pilot hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
A wide open border with illegals pouring across. Skyrocketing prices on everyday goods pushing bank accounts to the breaking point, and crime on the rise in our towns and cities. The Democrats are destroying our nation and failing us.
Ohio needs to defeat your horrendous radical left Democrat, Senator Sherrod Brown. He pretends he's my best friend until he gets in, and then he goes radical left all the time. He's not with me. He votes with Biden all the time.
Sherrod Brown and the radical Democrats have shown they will only continue to fail our nation over and over again. In Washington, only Bernie Moreno and President Trump will make America great again by securing our border, building the wall, deporting illegal aliens, ending Biden and Brown's out-of-control inflation, lowering prices on everyday goods, and putting America first.
Vote for Bernie Moreno. He'll be a great, great senator.
I'm Bernie Moreno, candidate for U.S. Senate, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Bernie Moreno for Senate and NRSC.
Next. The last thing you want to do is take another trip to the doctor's office.
And sign here and here and here.
Save yourself the hassle by visiting VeriHeal.com to talk to a state-licensed medical provider about medical cannabis. You'll see if you pre-qualify in just a few minutes. Simple as that. That'll make your day go from this to this. Visit VeriHeal.com. VeriHeal. VeriHeal.com.
The season may be winding down, but there's still time to make the most of Buckeye Lake. At Buckeye Lake Marina, we have year-end deals on boats, accessories, and more. Sail into savings at Buckeye Lake Marina before the year ends and find the boat that's just right for you. Visit BuckeyeLakeMarina.com for more.
Hi, this is Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. As a local family-owned business, we understand the importance of celebrating the ones we love. Stop in to find the perfect gift or check us out online at worthingtonjewelers.com.
Ready for the big game?
Yeah! The Fan Tailgate is back at the Ozone on Lane. Admission is free. Join us for food, fun, and music by the fabulous Johnson Brothers.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers.
Oh, yeah?
Hollywood Casino, Michelob Ultra.
Let me go.
Jack Daniels, Pepsi, TNT Equipment, and Tito's Handmade Vodka.
It's game day at the Ozone on Lane. The Fan, Ohio's tailgating destination.
They come here illegally, crossing our southern border. Then Sherrod Brown rolls out the welcome mat for them here in Ohio. Brown voted to give amnesty to 11 million illegal immigrants, including those convicted of crimes like drunk driving, aggravated assault, and child abuse. And Sherrod Brown voted 10 times to protect sanctuary cities in Ohio, which release dangerous illegals back onto the street, making Ohio's neighborhoods less safe. And while we struggle to make ends meet, Sherrod Brown is voting to give illegals taxpayer-funded benefits, like health care for illegals granted amnesty, Social Security, COVID relief checks, even a program to fly Haitian migrants into Ohio airports, all paid for by you, the taxpayer. You think you know Sherrod Brown? Well, after 31 years in Washington, Sherrod Brown's way too liberal for Ohio. American Crossroads paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising, not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. AmericanCrossroads.org.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Great Lakes Kia. I'm pretty sure that's just tile. And you can feel the excitement in the air. Brand new Kia is under $5 a day.
I'm Bart Zimmerman, General Manager at Great Lakes Kia.
Bart's coming up big. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV Wind, and Sorento LX.
Under $5 a day. $5.
Oh, And the fan favorite, new 24 Kia Telluride LX, under $8 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Even new 24 Kia Carnival LXS, under $9 a day.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
No problem. Get approved with 1.9% financing.
Take the winning drive to Great Lakes Kia.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus,
GreatLakesKia.com.
Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. Does excessive amounts of Prozac make your sack droop down to your knees? Asking for a friend. My friend's name is Mike. Back to Droopy Sack and T-Bone.
Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus, specifically their 12,000 square foot sports book. And, you know, Bone and I may or may not be doing next Friday's show.
It's not a may or may not.
From the sports book.
It's a may.
Okay, we are.
We are.
Next Friday, broadcasting live from the sports book, 3 to 6. I expect to see all of you there.
Yes.
And who's all of you? You know who you are. If you're listening to this show, if you consider yourself a super fan, it's Friday, it's 3 o'clock. What the hell else are you doing?
Exactly right.
Don't tell me work. Work's done.
And when you're there, guess what you can do? You can bet on all your favorite games. You can watch all your favorite games. You can eat all your favorite food. It's all there. I'm sure they'll have it because they have lots of great food options, plenty of drink options too. All of that, Hollywood Casino Columbus. Join us there and hopefully have a great time.
You think they'll put anchovies on my pizza?
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Maybe. I don't know. Dom Taberi says no. Are you aware of Dom? Dom is
Dom
tweeting
has
us.
very strict rules for what constitutes Italian.
So Dom said, well, here's all he said. He said, pineapple and ham on a pizza is Easter dinner. Terrible. So Dom hates Easter is what I get out of that. And then no fish on a pizza, he says in caps. Pep and sausage is it. And then he has a picture of a pizza I presume he made, which does look delicious.
I've had Dom's pizza. It is very delicious pizza. However, he is the problem out there because I just said to him, have you ever tried anchovies on a pizza?
Sure.
I don't need to try it. Yes, you do. First of all, if you were to tell my grandfather no anchovies on a pizza, he'd punch you right in the sack, right where you stand.
That's what he had on it. That's what he liked.
He would put anchovies on anything.
Well, you know, would you have I think your grandfather was from Japan. Is that right?
That's correct.
Okay. I wasn't sure.
Japanese man.
I've heard that.
Common Man and T-Bones.
I miss him.
On campus, the latest college sports news and notes.
Sponsored by Reverse Aesthetics. Does it jiggle or shake? Schedule your medical weight loss consultation today at reverse-aesthetics.com.
Your grandfather is Oroko Saki.
Correct.
My guy. So I don't know what kind of news and notes you want for this week in college sports, Mike, but here are a few things. ACC, Clemson and Florida State, they're all talking again because Clemson and Florida State sued the ACC and said, we want more money. And also, we need to win some football games because we suck. But that wasn't in the lawsuit. They just do suck. Anyway, the ACC now is saying, hey, maybe we will give you more money because we don't want the ACC to break up and die. So that's a thing they're keeping together.
Yeah, that's going to go over well.
Yeah. Also, Georgia Bulldog guard Tate Ratledge is undergoing ankle surgery. He is getting what they call the tightrope surgery on his high ankle sprain on his left ankle. Had that on Monday. He's expected to miss a handful of games. This is the same type of surgery that I believe Tua Tagovailoa had when he was in college. Lots of other players have had this. The goal is to get them back quicker than if you just let the high ankle sprain heal on its own. Bulldogs coach Kirby Smart said about that. Ratledge, a senior from Rome, Georgia, was hurt in the second quarter of the team's 13-12 victory at Kentucky on Saturday. He's also been arrested for reckless driving. Not really, I'm just kidding. Also, Carson Beck, their star quarterback, he has a sprained AC joint in his left non-throwing shoulder. Smart said he isn't expected to miss any games. He also was suspended for reckless driving. I'm just kidding. But you never know. Cover our bases. Georgia governor, meanwhile, has signed an order to allow schools to pay players, especially if they're reckless driving in the state of Georgia. Anyway, Brian Kemp signed an order that prohibits the NCAA or athletic conferences from punishing any university or college in Georgia for offering compensation or competing an intercollegiate student athlete for the use of such athletes' NIL. So whatever. Now, basically, they're saying this is going to allow them to get to a point where they can pay the players again, and every other state, I'm sure, will follow suit as soon as possible because we have nothing else to fix. That's the best thing. And Air Force has emerged as a serious target for the AAC, which is the American Athletic Conference, in case you've forgotten about that. So if you are wondering, will they be there? Don't forget, Pac-12 sniffing around all these Mountain West schools. Not so fast with Air Force. They're saying maybe we go to the AAC. Maybe they want a better deal from the Pac-12. I don't know.
White Sox are up on the Angels 1-0. What does that say? Bottom four?
I can't.
Come on, LASIK boy.
Yes.
Okay. We got to put an end to this.
Have to be the bottom of something. Angels are up.
I understand.
It's 4.
White Sox up 1-0. We can't have this. We can't have this team win 4 out of 5 games. That'd
Absolutely
be a national tragedy.
Yeah. By the way, Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers just tweeted us.
Stop it. It's not really
him, but that's the guy's name on here. He said, this might be grounds for divorce. My wife just said she's never had a drumstick and didn't know the tip had chocolate in it.
Stop it now.
Come on.
There's only one good explanation for never having a drumstick, and that is you have a peanut allergy.
Well, right, because they have peanuts on them.
They're crushed peanuts on the top. That's the only explanation. What type of childhood did you have?
I don't know. Bob, good luck with that. Please, you know what? I say today you need to go to the store and get some drumsticks and help her understand the goodness that exists.
All right, you know what? We've done a lot of food today. We've done a lot of Wildcard Wednesday. I'd like to get the show back on track. So here's my tease for the top of the hour.
Great.
The French pimp understands what people want. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
Watch out for a 10-minute delay due to an accident that's blocking the right lane on northbound 315 at Olentangy River Road. Things are moving slow from Kinnear Road. And we also have a 10-minute delay due to a disabled semi that's blocking the left lane on westbound 70 downtown before the 71 west split. This report is sponsored by Medical Mutual. Ohio seniors, are you looking for better Medicare benefits? Visit medmutual.com/review to schedule a free Medicare plan review with Medical Mutual, Ohio's hometown Medicare insurer. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Take the winning drive to Great Lakes Kia. Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia. Visit greatlakeskia.com.
Fellas, if you notice a lack of energy, motivation, and drive, it could be low testosterone. Get checked by the experts at Low T Center. They have over a decade of experience helping patients achieve life-changing results with testosterone replacement therapy. And for established patients, they offer convenience of physician-monitored at-home TRT with advanced personalized plans that include both lab testing and self-inject medication. Low T Center makes it easy, shipping directly to your door. Go to lowtcenter.com to book your appointment online. Low T Center, reinventing men's healthcare.
Sherrod Brown says,
I'll work with anyone to protect Ohio.
But what Sherrod Brown does in D.C. has not protected Ohio women and children. Brown voted multiple times to allow transgender biological males to compete in girls' sports. Not only unfair, but risking injury to female athletes. Brown even introduced legislation to allow transgender biological men into girls' locker rooms. And Brown would allow puberty blockers, even sex change surgery for children. Worse, Brown introduced a law to force women's domestic violence shelters to accept transgender biological men, inflicting more trauma on abused women. So when Brown says,
I'll work with anyone to protect Ohio,
Sherrod Brown is not protecting Ohio women and children. In fact, he's endangering them. Ohio deserves better. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Fall is here. It's still warm and dry and everything's brown. But yay, fall. Maybe after your summer road trips, you've realized your vehicle sucks. My friends at Jermaine Lexus want to help. Right now, they have special APRs as low as 2.99% on their most popular models like the ES and RX, or lease payments starting as low as $4.99 a month. My friends at Jermaine are the best in the business. If you're in the market, please stop in. 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love.
Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Get Nature Stone and never replace your flooring again. Nature Stone is a beautiful permanent flooring solution for garages, basements, and indoor spaces. Act now to get pricing as low as 99 cents a square foot plus installation. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Paul Keels with the Columbus Blue Jackets beginning training camp today. The team announced that they will wear a patch on their sweaters and decals on their helmets, honoring the memory of Johnny Gaudreau and his brother Matthew. The team will also leave an empty locker stall with Gaudreau's sweater hanging in it, both at home and on the road this season. Columbus Crew face Toronto FC tonight on the road. Match starts at 7:30. Crew have already clinched a postseason berth with 7 games left in the regular season. Cleveland Guardians at home with Minnesota tonight. Guardians still have a 5-game lead in the AL Central. Cincinnati Reds hosting Atlanta. The Reds announced today that pitcher Brandon Williamson, who left last night's game early with an injury, will need Tommy John surgery. And the Columbus Clippers with a 3-0 win this afternoon in Toledo. This update brought to you by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
If Biggie Size was a radio show, this would be it. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Here's what I want you to do. I want you to go to YouTube. I want you to go to the Fan YouTube channel. Just search 971 The Fan. Subscribe to that. I want you to go to the Common Man's Basement YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Subscribe to that. I did a show this past Friday. If you didn't make it live, good news, it's still there. You can watch me for an hour, stare at the camera, scratch my balls, if that's your thing.
That's how YouTube works.
It's all brought to you by our friends at the Lions Den. It is Wildcard Wednesday. You can tweet us at manandbone971. You can text the burner phone 614-787-3093.
Well,
Arthur Blank.
Oh yeah, you're doing that. I'll find some stuff.
To me, Falcons owner Arthur Blank looks like a French pimp.
Not knowing what most French people or pimps look like
they look like Arthur Blank.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Anyway, via Sports Business Daily, every fan attending Sunday night's Chiefs-Falcons game will receive free hot dogs, a free bag of chips, and free soda in a souvenir cup. The move celebrates Falcons owner Arthur Blank's entry into the Ring of Honor, maintained by the franchise that he owns.
Well, I mean, I guess that's a big accomplishment when the team that you pay the money for and the Ring of Honor that you maintain with your own finances.
Whatever, man. Here's what I know.
To put you in it, but great.
He's giving away free dogs. As a matter of fact, 100,000 hot dogs have been ordered. That's 10 to 20 times the usual amount.
Okay.
For all of the 2023 season, 82,000 hot dogs were sold during Falcons home games. Oh. They've ordered 100,000 just for this game. And here's why Arthur Blank is my guy. All right, former founder, Home Depot?
Yeah. He started it.
I don't know if you like Home Depot or not. I don't really shop there. Who the hell cares? Here's why I like Arthur Blank. He purposely has cheap food options at Falcons games.
Yes.
The regular price for a hot dog. Now, he's giving away free hot dogs on Sunday, but normally the regular price, $2.
Yeah.
All the time.
They have an option, I want to say. Well, remember we were talking about beer prices, where what's the cheapest in an NFL stadium where you could get a beer and a dog? They were the only ones, I think, they and maybe the Dolphins were the only ones that had under $10. But like the Dolphins, it was $9.98 or something. At Falcons games, it's like $6 or $7 to get a beer and a hot dog, because the dog is $1 or $2. The beer, I think, is less than $5, and that's a great option. It's fantastic.
There is a 2 hot dog limit for the free ones.
Well, that's fair.
Yes. You do, however, get unlimited refills on your drinks, which, if you want that.
I'm a big fan of, they do that at Ohio Stadium now, where they have all the fountain kiosks that you can just walk around and refill your souvenir cup. That's a great deal. You're spending all that money, you might as well get to refill it a few times.
You got Coke Zero? Why not?
I'm going to go out on a limb and guess that in Atlanta, they've got Coke Zero, they've got Coke everything. I'm
That's
guessing
the headquarters of Coke,
guessing
baby.
that's what they have there. This is a Wildcard Wednesday from Muggsy's Leaper, who says, my Walnut Creek meat sticks. And then in parentheses says, bone nose. So that's, Walnut Creek's one of the, that's one of the Amish areas. You can go get the meat sticks there. Very good. He said, is The Lost Boys actually a Halloween movie or just a horror movie? And then second question, what flick do you like to take in this season? Halloween 4 is the correct answer. I mean, I've never seen Lost Boys, so you have to tell me. Teddy, have you seen it? I don't know.
I've seen it, like 100 times, yes.
Is that a Halloween movie or a horror movie?
I think it's more of a horror movie. It's about, vampires. I mean, but it works around Halloween as well.
Well, I mean, all horror movies are kind of good around Halloween, aren't they?
Because they're vampires, and some people, dress up like vampires around Halloween.
Well, I just seen that movie 100 times.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid, I watched that all the time.
I just picture you on your waterbed. I got to watch The Lost Boys again.
It's before water. Well, maybe during too. I don't know. But it's got Kiefer Sutherland's in that. Jason Patrick. So there's some nice actors in that, and it's a good movie. Yeah, check it out.
Did you ever find yourself, Ted, wanting to watch movies based on nautical themes in your waterbed, so that you could have, like, if you're watching Castaway in the moment where he's like floating on the raft, you could be like, I got this. I'm just laying here feeling it, because you're swaying in the water right there. You're
Jaws as well. It's a good one.
You're undulating. Yeah. That would did you ever have a dream where you woke up and thought you were getting attacked by a shark because you're laying in water? It felt like you were floating?
No, I did not, but that makes sense.
I did wake up with my pants off the other day.
Okay. Is that not normal? Do you sleep with pants on?
My underwear.
Oh, I see. Oh, just completely.
Yeah.
You were all natural.
I was all gone.
Okay.
That doesn't happen. So I must have had some sort of dream where I took it off in the dream. Either that or I was probed and they forgot to put the underwear back on.
Yeah, I'm sleeping in my underwear. I don't wear pants, though. I didn't know. I thought that's what you were saying at first.
Well, my wife wears pants.
Really?
She's got like a fur coat when she goes to bed. She's a nutcase.
I don't understand. And
She's nuts.
You know I like it warm. I don't like it chilly, but when it's time to go to bed, I'm just like underwear, T-shirt, that's it.
But I want to point out that pretty much everybody on the burner phone agrees with me on the Frosty.
Well, that's
and again, how if you freeze it and then you thaw it out, the texture's not the same.
Were they eating one today? Because I was eating one today and it was delicious and it tastes just like it would.
You got everybody here saying that I'm right. It's not the same.
That's fine. Did you have a Frosty? Have you ever frozen a Frosty and eaten it?
I didn't have a Frosty. You want to know why? Because my a-hole of a partner didn't get me a Frosty when you got your Frosty.
Mike, what did you get when you went to go out and get all our cheeseburger deals that we were all going to go get? What did you get?
What?
Wait, did you go out and get a cheeseburger?
I did, but I didn't go to Wendy's.
Oh, well then whose fault is that? Not mine. I went to Wendy's and got my food.
It's not the fact
I thought
that you got the Frosty.
I was working with an adult.
It's the fact that you ate the Frosty right in front of me during the show.
What am I supposed to do? Not eat it?
Save it till you drive home.
Save it to driving and eating a Frosty. Not the easiest thing to do.
Oh, that's easy to do.
I'm sitting here
you put it right
now,
between your legs and you just start scooping.
Oh, you have space between your legs? Must be nice.
Good one. I like
I've had that for 20 years, buddy. I don't know what that's like.
Space between.
Let's see. What else? I got a bunch of, I'm trying to find the ones that we haven't already done. Ryan says, my senior hurlers. Now, this is an update on, again, because we're back to food. Go figure. We talked about
never
this.
left, baby. We just did all you can eat stuff at the Falcons game.
We talked about this earlier this week. The Coke Zero Oreo. We all tried the Coke Zero Oreo flavored Coke.
Yes.
And it was good. We liked it.
I liked it.
Yeah. He has this is apparently from either a 7-Eleven or somewhere where they have Slurpees, which 7-Eleven does. But I think now like the Speedway stores are with Slurpee. They have Slurpee machines. Anyway, I don't know where this was, but he has a photo of a Slurpee machine with Coke Zero Oreo is the flavor. So you can get a Slurpee with that flavor. Like their slushie that they do. That I didn't realize that was even an option. We're moving B. A Coke Zero Oreo is taking over, and I am here for that. He said it was delicious, by the way.
It is National Cheeseburger Day, so a lot of people on the burner phone telling us their favorite places for burgers. You should try the Smash Burger at Pine Coast in Hilliard. It's a small place, and they put zip sauce on the burgers, which originated out of Detroit. It is fantastic. I don't know of the Pine Coast, but
no, I have not heard of that, but I would love to check that out. I will.
Have you guys ever had Ritzy's in Clintonville? I rarely venture to Clintonville. I've heard of Ritzy's. I have not been there.
I've been past it. Isn't it? It's off High Street, I think. I feel like I've driven past it a few times. I've just never gone in and had it. I need to.
Also, I'm told by someone who was at Culver's today, because I crapped on them for not having a cheeseburger deal.
Yes.
They apparently have one. They're offering a double Butterburger with cheese value basket for $4.99 today.
Oh, that's good.
That is good. Why are you not advertising that?
That's a great deal. Also, their custard flavor of the day is cheeseburger. They just chop up cheeseburgers and put it in the custard. So
you're hungry enough?
You know what?
What the hell?
I'd probably do it. This one from Annie Hockhausen, who says, my guys. Oh, I got nothing? After Man's question of best U.S. rock band, another music question. Who's the best performer or band that you've seen live in concert? Annie Hockhausen said, this comes after seeing Marcus King blow the roof off of Kemba Live last night, where he absolutely killed it on guitar and vocals. Not familiar, but I'll let you live.
Who's Marcus King?
I don't know if hang on. I'm looking up Marcus King because I don't instantly recognize the name. So
Teddy, best concert you ever went to? What was the best one?
The best one I ever went to, maybe Rob Zombie concert I went to. Yeah,
really?
It was at the, Promo West LC or whatever. Just a nice little intimate location with Rob Zombie there. It was pretty rocking. Had a, little mosh pit. Bone would have loved it. Yeah,
I would.
It was fantastic.
I would love that. That sounds great.
Bone, best concert.
I went to a show at Bernie's Distillery when that was still a thing here in town on campus. It's all gone now. That place, they had a band that I loved called Stavesacre. They played with a band called Project 86. These are two bands that I listened to all through like junior high and high school. And when I started working at the radio station where I worked, where we played music, those two bands were like two of our biggest bands. They played there in a place that held maybe 100 people. They could have easily played a much bigger venue. I have no idea why it was booked that way. But my buddies were in a local band called Staple. And those three bands played, and it was one of the best shows I've ever seen.
I've talked about this before. I think the best one that I ever went to, well, there's a couple of them. I mean, the most memorable one was that first one I ever went to, the Bon Jovi concert.
Yeah.
Where Skid Row opened up for them, and I saw my first real-life boobies that weren't my mom's.
That's a big moment.
A nice little moment. But I'm talking about just the concert itself. Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh?
Probably circa 96, 97.
Yeah.
Great.
Where'd you see him? Was it like what kind of size of a venue?
No, it was an arena. It was
a big arena.
The Rosemont Horizon.
I'm not poo-pooing what you're saying. Every arena show I go to, I can never have as good. I never seem to have as good of a time at those as I do the like under 1,000 cap places. Where it's less than 1,000 people. Just because by the time I hear the music, it's like they're already done with the song and it's still playing. Like it's just
got to get some better seats.
No, but even then, it's like you're hearing it through the PA. You're not hearing it through the band. Like it's tough. I get it. I know those can be awesome shows, but I always have a tough time at those concerts for some reason.
I have a story here that's going to make you very happy. Bone.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Details next.
Okay.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
There's some stop-and-go traffic on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and Neal Avenue. That's causing a 10-minute delay. And you're going to run into a 35-minute slowdown due to an accident that's blocking the left lane on eastbound 70 on the east side at Bryce Road. It will be slow from 33. This report is sponsored by Taco Bell. The new Lux Cravings Box from Taco Bell with cheesy, crunchy favorites, chips and nacho cheese sauce, and a drink for just $7. Try it today at participating Taco Bell stores for a limited time only while supplies last. Price and participation vary. Drinks exclude freezes, tax extra. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Whiskey War by High Bank Distillery. Drink local. Drink High Bank.
What's better than cheering the Buckeyes on to victory? Wearing our exclusive collection of OSU jewelry as you watch. Hi, this is Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. We're an officially licensed jeweler of The Ohio State University, and we've created beautiful Buckeye jewelry that will last a lifetime. From Blocko earrings to Diamond Script Ohio necklaces, we've got luxury Buckeye gifts starting at $99. No matter where you're watching, show your Buckeye love at the Diamond Cellar, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Use your own body's healing properties to revitalize your achy joints and get you real lasting pain relief? That sounds amazing. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. I'm talking about advanced regenerative medicine. And if you're tired of arthritic pain in your knees, hips, back, or shoulders, I've had it before. I've had it in my knee. I went and saw the professionals, the experts at QC Kinetics. They're the leaders in regenerative medicine. Guess what? There's no surgery, there's no drugs, there's no downtime. And my dad did it as well. The local medical professionals at QC Kinetics are experts in these amazing treatments. QC Kinetics is the nation's leader in this exciting breakthrough using cellular therapies. They've got tens of thousands of satisfied patients just like me. So I'm back to running again. My dad is back to walking again. They've got locations conveniently located in Dublin and Gahanna. So go check them out by going to qckinetics.com/Columbus or call 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544.
Your local Rite Aid might be closing, but don't worry. It's easy to transfer your prescriptions with GoodRx. First, check prices at GoodRx.com or on our app. Then show your coupon to the pharmacist. It's that simple. GoodRx can save you up to 80% on prescriptions at over 70,000 pharmacies nationwide. Best of all, GoodRx is free and it works whether you have insurance or not. Download the app or visit GoodRx.com today. GoodRx is not insurance but can be used instead of insurance, including Medicare and other federal and state-funded programs.
Rothman and Ice.
I think this year's Ohio State team has a real chance to mirror what we got from Michigan last year. They came back to the table with bets all over the place.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Fall is here. It's still warm and dry and everything's brown. But yay, fall. Maybe after your summer road trips, you've realized your vehicle sucks. My friends at Jermaine Lexus want to help. Right now, they have special APRs as low as 2.99% on their most popular models like the ES and RX, or lease payments starting as low as $4.99 a month. My friends at Jermaine are the best in the business. If you're in the market, please stop in. 2 locations to serve you, Dublin and Easton, JermaineLexus.com.
Have you lost Ohio Medicaid? At healthcare.gov, you can find a low-cost, quality health plan.
Do plans cover doctor visits?
What about emergency care?
And prescriptions?
All covered and more. Plus, with the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Trust. Not everyone deserves it. Not everyone should have it. It needs to be earned. Your trust. And when it comes to accurate information about Ohio's safe and secure elections, where should you turn? VoteOhio.gov. VoteOhio.gov is the source for providing you with the facts and real information about elections. So no matter where you are, what you do, or who you choose, get the real facts about Ohio's elections. VoteOhio.gov, your trusted elections source. Sponsored by the Ohio Secretary of State, Frank LaRose.
Now your ideas don't have to wait. Dell Technologies and Intel are pushing what technology can do. Bring your ideas to life at Dell.com.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Bright skies, a bit of a breeze, and warm and dry weather on this Wednesday. Temperatures in the mid-80s. Down to the mid-60s for your Thursday morning with a few patches of fog here and there. Otherwise, return to some sunshine on Thursday afternoon with temperatures climbing into the upper 80s. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The only thing scarier than Bones' analogies is man's browser history.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you want to see this.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone, give me a number.
Let's go with 4.
Call number 4, 614-821-9710. Gets 2 tickets to see Sebastian Maniscalco. Maniscalco. Stand-up comedian. He's great. He's stopping by the Shot on Saturday, February 8th. Tickets go on sale through Ticketmaster Friday at 10 a.m. Kind of a little phlegmy.
I know, you're getting phlegmy on me all of a sudden. What's happening there?
Phlegmy. Wildcard Wednesday. Please do tweet us at manandbone971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. I saw this today. I thought of you.
Okay.
I'd like to say, because I like all things England and I love going to London and English countryside, all of that. In another life, I was English.
Yeah.
And my wife also loves all that stuff. She was English in another life. In another life, you lived in Seattle.
Oh, dude.
You like Seattle. You had this affinity for the Sonics back in the day because you love Gary Payton and the defense.
I like the outdoors. They got all the hiking and stuff not far from there. You're right. Yeah, South. If I had to move somewhere and it was just money's no object, you can go live wherever you want to and have the place you want, all that stuff. Yeah, a place like Seattle would be right in my wheelhouse. 100%.
You know where the Richies live?
No.
Mercer Island.
Is that right?
That's right.
Is that like, yeah, I think, I don't know if I know exactly where that is, but I know there was a place that I remember hearing was an exclusive neighborhood and it was an island.
That's right. That's a little enclave there. Yeah. All the Richies live there.
Well, it must be nice.
Here's some good news for you, though.
Okay.
I know you mourn the loss of the Seattle Supersonics.
I do.
Adam Silver is talking about expansion again. He says there's no timetable, but he's got people knocking down his door saying, hey, let us give you billions of dollars. So it will happen.
Of course.
Right? That market had a basketball team, lost a basketball team because the city was not willing to build them an arena. That is no longer an issue. They have the venue. They have the desire. They just don't have the team. However, the team moved to Oklahoma City.
Mm-hmm.
They are the Oklahoma City Thunder. Technically, the Seattle Supersonics still exist with a different name and city.
Yes.
However, according to reports, the Thunder, if there is another team that moves into Seattle, an expansion team, will give up all names, trademarks.
Well, as they should.
And rights to that. I know they should, but other teams don't do this.
You're right.
Okay, instead what we have is the Carolina Hurricanes selling Hartford Whaler jerseys to their crowd. I think it's common courtesy. If you're going to move out of a city, if you're going to devastate a fan base, the A's are doing this, right? The A's are going to move to first Sacramento and then Las Vegas. I assume they will continue to be the Las Vegas Athletics.
Yes.
Right? They shouldn't be. Once you decide to leave, you then have to assume a new identity and leave that name and likeness in the city where you were.
Yeah. I feel like that to me is almost the equivalent of, you know, if you're going to go to New York and make it as a whatever you're trying to do, an actor or just some big thing you want to do. You want to go to New York. You can make it there. You can make it anywhere. You don't necessarily, people sometimes go there, they change their name, they change their look, because it's like, I got to go make it in New York City now. It's a new start. That's what you're doing. You leave behind all the old stuff, and maybe that works for you, maybe it doesn't. That's what I feel like should happen when you leave a city. You say, all right, that was good for here, but now I got to, if you're going to Vegas, like you just said with the A's, why would you want to be the Vegas Athletics? Don't do that. Leave that for the people of Oakland who might still, and again, I know Philadelphia had that before Oakland, whatever. The point is,
And you know what? They should have left it in Philadelphia then.
Yeah, sure.
All right?
But let's stay consistent on that.
Once you leave, you have to leave the heritage with you. Go start your own thing again.
By the way, that Seattle history of that organization, the Sonics, like I read up on that because I was fascinated by what happened. And we could do probably an entire week on just the guy who ran Starbucks. Was it Howard Schultz?
That's
I feel
correct.
like,
yeah.
Who owned the team and then was like, yeah, gee, I just wish I could get a deal done for a stadium. And then they were like, well, what do you want? He was like, I don't know, all of it for free. And they were like, well, we're not going to do that, but what do you want? And then he was like, well, if I don't get that, then I don't know. And then he sold it to Clay Bennett, who was the guy who moved it to Oklahoma City. And when he sold it, he was like, hey, I'm doing this for you, Seattle, because Clay Bennett loves Seattle. And then everyone who knew about the deal and everyone who saw it said, this guy seems to want to move it, seems like he likes Oklahoma City, has ties to Oklahoma City. Doesn't seem like he's committed at all to keeping it in Seattle. And Howard Schultz said, no, you're just fear-mongering. Let me sell the team. He sold it, and then instantly, yes, within like a year, he was like, yeah, I'm moving, and that's done. So I hope they get it back because it was kind of not a great situation when it left. And I could understand why the people in Seattle at the time thought, hey, selling it to the Starbucks guy would probably do well. Starbucks had been a big deal there, clearly, but that was one of the worst moves, sadly, that could have been made by previous ownership was to sell it to him because it all went downhill after that.
I'm glad we're not doing a week on that.
Well, there's more to that story.
I know there's lots more.
I'm saying to that whole story, there's also the fact that Seattle back in the day.
All right, we don't need the whole thing.
Yeah. They were an outpost in the Pacific Northwest. Nobody wanted to go there. Seattle, the Sonics are one of the reasons that it became a big city. Yeah, that's right.
What do you know about Frasier? You want to talk about Frasier?
That's
what
a great
else?
show.
Boeing? What else you want to do?
Boeing that's why it's called the Sonics. That's why. Also, doors falling off of things.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't name it after something Boeing came up with now.
I think they're on strike, right? The
are they?
machinists over at Boeing?
Is that related to they feel like they're cutting corners or they're just not getting paid enough?
No, they want more money.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not saying they don't deserve it. I'm
I get
just saying maybe doors don't fall off.
Maybe Boeing's got some problems.
Hey, Urban was asked on a podcast about possibly returning to Florida and rescuing that program from Billy Napier.
Mm-hmm.
He said, that ship has sailed. I want that program to do well so bad. I know so many people there, and we gave a big part of our life to that program, but that ship has sailed. It seems, seems like he's genuine there. I will, though, stress that he's also talking about a job that is not yet open.
Well,
most ex-coaches don't want to speculate about jobs that aren't open, so they'll just shoot it down out of respect for the current coach that has a job. Now, again, I don't think he should. I ultimately don't think he will. But you're not telling me that he wouldn't entertain the possibility if that job was open and they called and said, oh, my God, please have all the money you want. We'll name the stadium after you. Please come back and save us. Billy Napier's torpedoed this program. Help us, Urban. He'd think about it.
I'm sure he would. I did. We were talking about this earlier in the week. I said he probably needs, $100 million contract and then $20 million a year at NIL. Sure. But one thing is, I do think with Urban is he doesn't want any part of NIL. He doesn't want any part of transfer portal. He hates all that.
I would think that you're right.
I think that would even be a further impediment to him getting there is you're going to have to do all of that. And then he would have to still say, all right, now I have to embrace the fact that I can't just scream at somebody and they're going to stay here for 4 years. If I do that, the guy's going to leave in the transfer portal. And I just see that being frustrating for him. How'd it go when he had free agents and people getting paid in pro sports? It didn't go well for him. And that's where you're at with college football now. I don't think he survives in that environment.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
You're going to hit a 10-minute delay if you need to travel eastbound 33 between Refugee Road and Hamilton Road. And there's a couple-minute slowdown on southbound 270 on the West Outer Belt from Cemetery Road to I-70. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With a super low down payment to get started, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote today at directauto.com. Down payments vary. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Dormar, your kind of hero.
Dormar can be there today, guaranteed. Visit them at dormarhvac.com.
Hi, this is Bob Capace from Worthington Jewelers. As a local family-owned business, we understand the importance of celebrating the ones we love. Stop in to find the perfect gift or check us out online at worthingtonjewelers.com.
Order like a champ at Raising Cane's. With tailgates of hand-battered chicken fingers and cane sauce and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade, you can guarantee victory for every game day meal. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
To Central Ohioans, fall means one thing, football. At Sears Heating and Cooling, fall also means one thing, furnaces. We're not plumbers or electricians. Nope. For 74 years, we've been your Central Ohio heating and cooling experts. Need an electrician or plumber? We'll gladly give you a referral, but we won't pretend to be your one-stop shop for all the trades. We're HVAC experts, and our mission is to provide the highest quality service at the best possible price. That's the local advantage of doing business with your neighbors at Sears Heating and Cooling. Online at SearsHeatingCooling.com.
Bob Yoakum, president of Rockford Homes, explains why he banks with First Bank of Central Ohio.
Anytime you're dealing with a local bank, it's about being able to pick up the phone and talk to real people. That is a huge pro. You know, when you get into these bigger banks, that doesn't happen.
Experience what it's like to be first at First Bank of Central Ohio. Visit fbcentralohio.com for more details. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Let's get something straight. I'm not here to convince you to use cannabis or to try cannabis. I'm here to tell you that since medical cannabis is legal in this state, Berryhill can help you get your medical cannabis card with no hassle if you qualify. Just go to berryhill.com, meet with a state-licensed medical doctor online, and if approved, get your card. There's no fee if you don't qualify, so check it out today. Verihel. Berryhill.com.
Buckeyes are back at the shoe for a battle with Marshall.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday morning at 6:30 with the Kick at Noon.
Every game, every season. Your flagship home of the Buckeyes, the Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hello, I am a serious announcer hired to deliver a serious announcement. Get an Apex Pros winter tune-up for your furnace right now for only $29. Notice we are simply giving you the facts. Just $29 to make sure your furnace is ready for the upcoming Ohio winter. We know how you enjoy our usual fun and funny commercials. Hello? Beg pardon? Well, I see no reason to bring my mother into this. Good day to you, sir. Where was I? Oh, yes. A $29 tune-up will make sure your furnace runs safely and warmly all winter. That's serious. I'm serious. That's why we're not doing the usual that you've come to expect from Apex Pros. None of this or this nonsense. $29 for a furnace tune-up from Apex Pros. The pros who knows? Knows? Is that really how you say it? The pros who...
Apex Pros, the official plumber of the Columbus Blue Jackets. ApexPros.com.
Common Man here for Universal Windows Direct. Football season is here, and you know what that means. Fall is just around the corner. Cooler temperatures on the way. If you've been dealing with drafty windows all summer, struggling on those crazy hot days, your AC just can't keep up, now is the perfect time to upgrade with Universal Windows Direct. Call them today, 614-502-5220. For every 2 windows you buy, you get 2 free. Plus 0% financing for 60 months. Restrictions apply because they always do. Go to UWD.com. Like me, you'll be saying, I love my windows. Common Man and T-Bone here for our friends at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Bone, do you know that there's games going on this weekend?
Oh, I know. And your game day headquarters is the sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Massive TV walls, 12,000 square feet, and all the gaming action you could want.
Wager at one of 4 betting windows and 30-plus betting kiosks. Beat the crowd and reserve a table for all game days this fall at HollywoodColumbus.com.
Wow, private table. Must be nice. Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Byers Volkswagen, we believe in giving you options from browsing to buying. Shop entirely online at columbusvw.com. Or, if you prefer a personal touch, visit us by the airport and work with our friendly brand specialists. Right now, you can get a new 2024 Volkswagen Tiguan 0% for up to 60 months. Online or in person, your exceptional car buying experience awaits you at Byers Volkswagen. Come see why it's better to buy from Byers.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone's Name Drop with the biggest name dropper of them all, Jeff Rimmer.
Sponsored by Byers Imports by the airport.
The legendary television voice of your Columbus Blue Jackets. It's Name Dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Hello, Rims.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. I'm actually coming to you from Parkland, Florida, former home of Anthony Rizzo, where he played a lot of his high school baseball here in Parkland, and my grandson's about to play a little football here coming up in the next few minutes.
Oh, nice. What position does he play?
On offense, he's a running back. At times, he plays quarterback. He goes both ways and also plays defensively. He's one of their strongest and fastest defensive players. So I'm looking forward to the game.
All right. Beautiful. Blue Jackets had their media event today. Obviously, it was subdued, as you would imagine that it would be. They announced that opening night's not going to have the same feel. They're not going to do Plaza Party on opening night. They're going to wear 13 patches. They're going to reserve a dressing room space for Johnny, a locker room or locker every single game for Johnny. We'll remember Johnny opening night, and then Plaza Party will be 2 days after that. Are you surprised that I guess you're not surprised that they decided to go this way? I mean, really, I think it's the best of both worlds. You get your remembrance on opening night and then sort of, I don't want to say back to normal 2 days later, but giving people a reason to celebrate the hockey season.
100%, and they will honor Johnny and Matthew throughout the season. Interesting side note, you asked me last week, Mike, what they might do, and I was hesitant to mention it then, but I was glad to hear today Don Waddell, general manager, say that Johnny's going to be with them all season long. His locker will remain his jersey and equipment for all home games. He'll have his spot in the room. The players, to a man, want Johnny around, want to talk about him. The coaching staff today indicated that they're going to show some highlights and lowlights of Johnny. You're going to have a little bit of fun with maybe one of his giveaways or not getting up ice to get his man quick enough. But they're also going to show Johnny's highlights. But it reminds me of, and actually briefly, Waddell talked about it. He was with the Atlanta Thrashers when Dan Snyder was in a terrible accident with Danny Heatley, the star of the Atlanta Thrashers. And Snyder was thrown from the vehicle. The vehicle split in two, and a few days later, why Snyder had passed away. And all season long, the Thrashers honored him with his jersey and his equipment in the locker, and that's going to be a big part of the Blue Jackets as the season goes on, both home and away.
Well, Rimmer, I know that we've had some fans have asked this. It's been a thought that's out there that maybe there's a movement at some point to think about retiring the number 13 for the Blue Jackets. I know he didn't have the longest time here with the Jackets, but the fact he chose Columbus and the amount of support, obviously, that's been, kind of shown to this community by his family and vice versa. Do you think there's ever a discussion about that down the road, that maybe the number 13 becomes just a jersey that obviously no one's going to wear it anytime soon, but do you think we ever see it retired officially?
I think that's certainly a possibility, and one that I think the Blue Jackets will consider moving ahead. I don't think they're ready to make that pronouncement or announcement now, but certainly it's something that obviously I would think the organization will certainly think of and perhaps commit to down the road.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer here on The Fan. So James Van Riemsdyk comes in on a one-year deal. I mean, there's business of hockey that Don Waddell has to attend to. He needed a forward. You got a veteran guy on the market. He is known as sort of a good dressing room guy. Talk about the addition.
Over 1,000 games played, former teammate, my broadcast partner for these last several years, and in the name of Jody Shelley, they were together in Philadelphia. I got to know JVR through Jody. Just a terrific guy. He's going to help in the room. And where he's really going to help, and you guys will be happy about this, he is a prolific power play goal scorer. He'll be standing in front of the net with tip-ins and guarding against the defenseman in front of him to get to those pucks to tip them. And that will be an asset to the team, no doubt. I expect JVR to, what he finished with, 12, 13 goals last year. I think he's going to be given every opportunity with the Blue Jackets. And who knows, he could get to that 20-goal plateau with the power play goals I expect him to score this year.
With this situation, Rims, I mean, we know it's going to be a tough season, but how are you hearing from the team as far as where they're kind of at with, now that there is actual, pucks are on the ice, guys are skating around, it's starting to get a little bit more like we're actually getting ready for hockey. Do you think that process kind of helps normalize, not the situation, but gets them back to the business at hand of starting to play this hockey season? Do you expect that, given like some of the other situations we've seen in the past? Do you think that's how this kind of starts to play out?
Absolutely. And the players today that were part of the news conference on Media Day, they expressed excitement getting back on the ice, not to say for a minute that they're going to forget about Johnny. In fact, to the contrary, the viewing prior to the funeral last week, a number of players went ahead of the team to be at the viewing, and they went out for a few beers and a few pizzas, I guess, after. And they discussed what would Johnny do, and that's certainly going to be something that's going to be discussed by the players throughout the year. He was an integral part of the team, both on and off the ice, and the players are excited. Sean Monahan, who signed that big ticket to be the Jackets' #1 setter, and part of the reason he came was his familiarity and friendship. Called him his best friend today at the news conference. He is actually going to have his locker right next to the memorial for Johnny Gaudreau, and he's certainly happy about that. The players are happy to get back on the ice. Already, Monahan's indicated it's a great group of guys. It's a great room, and he's really happy to be in Columbus. He and his wife have already expressed their thanks to the Jackets and their love for the city of Columbus. It's going to be a great move moving forward.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer, brought to you by Rimmer's Friends, buyers imports by the airport. Have you talked to your friend Kevin King recently, Rims?
As a matter of fact, I talked to Kevin earlier on this afternoon, and they had quite an event last night at Buyers Imports, the Porsche part, by the airport, and they had some 350 people there. There's a big race. There's the Porsche racing team. They're headed off to Indianapolis, and they had a number of fans and customers there. As I said, well over 300 people. But let's talk about the product. And the new 2025s are now coming in regularly on a daily basis. And whatever you're looking for, be it a Porsche, an Audi, Volkswagen, Subaru, they're all there, ready for immediate delivery. And don't forget about the great team that can look after your oil change and lube job. You'll be in and out in a half an hour with a clean car, and you'll be on your way. Buyers Imports, where they care about you.
Rimmer, any names to drop this week, my friend?
I'm glad you mentioned it, and we're going to get a little serious here again. I reached out several days ago to Guy Gaudreau, and I told you guys previously that I got to know Guy probably better than Johnny, because whenever he came to town, he, Jody, and I would sit in the stands, be it for a morning skate and or a practice. And as I said, I reached out to him, and lo and behold, this morning, I got a phone call from Guy, and he said, Jeff, I'm calling you. I've been inundated with phone calls, but we developed a pretty good friendship, and you're one of the few guys I'm getting back to. It's been awfully tough for the family. They are making every effort here to persevere. He's very concerned about his wife and family, and they're going to move ahead. And, it's obviously a tragedy. We talked about that privately, and they've got some healing to do, and they're going to get some help there along the way. And I'm sure that from time to time he'll make his way back to Columbus, because he was really pleased with the way the Blue Jackets have reacted at really just a terrible time.
I know we've said this before, but I'll say it again. Please, if you talk to the family again, please just, tell them that everyone's thinking of them here. We are here at the radio station. All the listeners are too.
I know that. and they know that, and I will specifically mention that. But I was quite thrilled and honored that he took the time to call me today, and it meant a lot, and I certainly think about him and the family almost throughout the day. And not being around the team myself right now, why it gives me more time to think about it and reflect on Johnny's time at the Blue Jackets.
Thank you, Rims. The next time we talk next week, we'll be knee deep in preseason hockey, so we'll chat about that.
I look forward to it, guys, as always.
Name dropping with Jeff Rimmer on the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan guest hotline. Back page coming up. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers. You're going to hit some residual traffic due to an earlier accident that's still causing a 30-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side at Bryce Road. It's still moving slow from Livingston Avenue. And we have a 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Direct Auto Insurance is for uncompromisers. With savings of up to 25%, you can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com. Savings based on discounts can vary. How you buy can affect price. National General Group, Winston-Salem. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Enjoy rates as low as 9.90% APR with a Visa Platinum credit card from BMI FCU. BMIFCU.org/Visa.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just a slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Hey there, football fans. It's Austin Ward. People are noticing the difference with me on the sidelines this year. A little quicker on my feet and 55 pounds lighter thanks to Awaken 180. Getting some comments, even starting a press conference, getting asked how many pounds I've lost. Let's not forget that famous question, you actually kept off the weight? Yes, sir, I have, and it's been almost a year since I dropped my 55 pounds, which took just over 2 months. If I had gone the medication route, it would have taken 4 times that, and I would still be on the meds. I ate to lose weight with Awaken 180's at-home program, and to this day, I still thank Chops for introducing me to the solution for weight loss. Guys, girls, the program is simple. It's fast and can literally work for anyone. Have questions? Ask me, ask Chops, ask Scotty Vegas, or any of the other 23,000 Awaken 180 clients who took control of their weight. Already game? If so, speak to Awaken 180 directly by calling 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800 or online at awaken180weightloss.com.
Friday nights mean high school football. Join us for the Fans High School Game of the Week.
This week, Dublin Jerome at Olin Tangi Liberty.
Live coverage starts Friday night at 6:30. Your home for Friday Night Lights. The Fan.
Dave Matthews Band Live. Saturday, November 16th, Nationwide Arena.
He wakes up in the morning.
Pre-sale for City Card members now through Thursday at 10 p.m. before the general public Friday at 10 a.m. Buy tickets at livenation.com. Don't miss Dave Matthews Band Live.
Favorites are back in season this week at Meyer. Find locally grown and freshly picked apples in the produce department. Plus, get fresh from Meyer family pack boneless chicken thighs for $2.99 per pound. And Meyer potato or tortilla chips, 3 for $6 when you buy 3 or more. And you'll always get the same low price no matter how you shop, in-store or online. Find everything you need in just one stop when you shop at Meyer. Exclusions apply. See all deals in-store or in the Meyer app.
Welcome to the greatest show on turf at Great Lakes Kia.
I'm pretty sure that's just tile.
And you can feel the excitement in the air. Brand new Kia is under $5 a day.
I'm Bart Zimmerman, General Manager at Great Lakes Kia.
Bart's coming up big. Lease new 24 Kia Forte LXS, EV Wind, and Sorrento LX.
Under $5 a day. $5.
Oh, and the fan favorite, new 24 Kia Telluride LX, under $8 a day at Great Lakes Kia.
Even new 24 Kia Carnival LXS, under $9 a day.
There's a flag on the play. It looks like credit interference.
No problem. Get approved with 1.9% financing.
Take the winning drive to Great Lakes Kia.
Great cars, great people, Great Lakes Kia.
In Columbus,
GreatLakesKia.com.
Visit GreatLakesKia.com for details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Carpenter Heating, Cooling, Plumbing, and Electric, and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine. He is dressed like a Vancouver Grizzlies ball boy today.
Well, I do this.
I love it.
I do this for my friend DeVere, who spent
Timmy
time
Hall.
up there. Yeah, you guys, good to see you.
He's the pride of Vancouver.
Oh, man.
He can't
he's
even go to the bathroom up there. He's got fans stalking him.
The Coupe Grey MVP.
Yeah.
DeVere Posey.
Well, that's right, because he won the Grey Cup, right? Is that what
He was the MVP of the Grey Cup.
MVP,
Right,
yes,
yeah.
won the Grey Cup, MVP of the Grey Cup. He played for the BC Lions a bit, so when I was up there, I was, taking walks right outside the stadium there, BC Place.
Were you casually name-dropping him? Like, oh, yeah, let me just get this text message from
just-
DeVere Posey.
Look at that, DeVere.
Texting me.
DeVere Posey?
Oh,
DeVere
did I say
Posey
that out loud?
Told me to go to this market over here. Where's the market?
Grey Cup MVP DeVere Posey told you to go to this
That's
market?
right, everybody.
Man, I can't seem to find my dinner reservation. Let me call my friend DeVere Posey and see if he can remember
DeVere
it.
says that I had to try this spot here. Said the chicken's excellent.
Oh, yes, here we go, Timmy. I don't know why French guys here.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, hello.
Everybody's there.
A lot
Vancouver.
of people were, I think I told you this, more people were speaking French than I expected because I just...
In Vancouver, you wouldn't think they'd be doing
I assimilated that more to you're in Quebec, you're in Montreal, more of the French Canadians there, but I would say
I'm guessing
4 out of 10 people that I kind of just was eavesdropping or listening to were speaking French.
You were hanging around with like a French student group that was just going around. You were just
They
there.
were everywhere.
They were actually just there on vacation. Now, when I was in Toronto for the first time, like I was shocked by, because that's a much more international city than I realized, where you walk into a regular, like a convenience store or something, and they'll have prices in multiple denominations of like, if you're paying in Canadian dollars, US dollars, like British pounds, and then like another currency that I wasn't expecting. They'll just have all of that listed on every price tag.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that in Toronto, but maybe that's why Vancouver's probably more like that too.
I had to get that out of my mind quick too, because I had to respect that I had crossed a border and I was in another country, right?
Of
But
course.
because we're so friendly, and the driving distance from Seattle to Vancouver really not that far. It's about the same as us going to Wheeling, West Virginia or something like that. But you're crossing a border, and I think I had that assumption that maybe American dollars were going to be on the boards too, but quickly found out no. Like I went to an ATM machine and wanted to get some currency. You just want to have some cash and some coins. And
Sure.
I get the bills out, right? And I immediately think of Common Man because it's just...
Yes, look at my picture, Timmy.
It's just
staring back.
I say that to myself. I get the bills out of the ATM and I turn to Sarah and I say, "Oh, hello."
But you know what? In
do.
fairness to us, though, going to West Virginia is almost like going to another country.
It is.
Right?
It sure
That's
is.
a whole nother world there.
Not Canada.
They don't have any cash. You pay with beaver pellets.
You actually know when you go to West Virginia, all the currency has Waylon Jennings on the front of it instead of the Queen.
I was wailing and mooning one night.
Oh, I bet you were.
With Hidalgo.
You like a little bluegrass, Queen?
I love a bluegrass. I don't trim. I like it bluegrass.
Sure. All right. Thank you for
Wild and
sharing.
wonderful, right, Queen?
That's right. Virginia's for lovers.
West Virginia.
West
No,
Virginia's
no.
for cousins.
Oh, I see.
See where I was going with that one?
That's a good
Yeah.
T-shirt.
All right, what's coming up on the Buckeye Show?
Coming up tonight, things that DeVere loved, things that DeVere hated from this past week in football. And do not miss this at 6:48 again. we're going to give away another pair of tickets to the game coming up on Saturday.
Look at you.
Mm-hmm. Like
Buckeye Show, top of the hour right here on the Fan. It is Wildcard Wednesday. I have a prize to give away, Bone, a $50 gift card to Pecan Pennies. Pecan Pennies, your downtown home for barbecue, happy hour, and soccer.
Colin is going to win. He said, my bad sports show host. He said, I'm not so evil-balled, Colin. On the hundreds, maybe thousands of shows I've listened to of yours, I'm genuinely curious as to which 3 shows have been halfway decent. Can you name them? We've never really tried to figure it out. I would say maybe the show where the sitting president of the United States joined the show.
No, I'm going to say that wasn't one of them.
You don't think so?
No, that wasn't one of them because I don't know what. You can't just say that segment made the entire show.
Well, fair enough.
I don't recall what the rest of the show sounded like.
I know the day after it wasn't one of them because then everybody had to leave and go be on CNN and it was a big thing and it was just discombobulated the rest of the week. Screw it the whole week.
I would think it's like getting a hole in one and you can't even play the rest of the round. You have the president on. You're just kind of shaking. Like, did that really happen? We talked to
I feel like when we skipped, not that we wanted this to happen, when we skipped the commercial break after the Michigan loss last year, that might have been one of them. We were losing our minds that day.
Skip one or two?
Of them?
You did the rest?
Skipped the hour. Yeah, we skipped like a whole hour's worth of them.
Almost getting fired being one of them?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Okay.
That was a day.
All right, who's that?
Colin.
Colin wins.
So the answer is Colin, we don't know.
Congratulations. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page with Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
All right, man. SNL has listed the host and musical guest for the first 5 episodes of the new season of SNL. It starts up next weekend. September 28th they're back. Here are the names, and I actually found I knew all of these bands for once.
I haven't seen this.
Okay.
I'm going to take a guess at who, like a pair or one of the hosts might be.
Go ahead.
One of the Kelsey boys.
No. Actually, that's a good guess, though. But
okay.
No.
There's something that they're not doing.
Now, the season is young. They will have plenty more seasons.
They'll be on it
I'm sure they will
What do you
be.
think?
Here
What's
you go.
the odds on that?
Opening up next weekend, it will be Jean Smart, actress Jean Smart, and Jelly Roll, the musical artist. Know who that is?
Who's Jean Smart?
You'd know her if you saw her. She's an older lady.
You'd know her for sure. Nate Fetching.
She's been in lots of things. Well, back in her day, but
back when she was banging.
Nate Bargatze, comedian, and Coldplay on October 5th.
That's good. He's good.
October 12th, Ariana Grande and Stevie Nicks.
Ew.
But I would have thought Ariana Grande could have done both, but apparently Stevie Nicks is the musical. Maybe they're both singing. I don't know.
I'm going to funnel cocaine into Stevie's ace.
October 19th, Michael Keaton and Billie Eilish. Now, that's one that I think
my
you're
kind
going
of show
to
right
watch
there.
that one, right?
Absolutely.
And then November 2nd, John Mulaney and Chappell Roan. Yes, she's taking over.
Mulaney doing SNL.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And Chappell Roan.
What about Dua Lipa? Is she coming?
Dewey?
Dua Lipa. It's Dewey in the morning. The grass is dewy.
Hey, man, Dua Lipa. You got some Dua Lipa in there?
I am in the Dua Lipa algorithms now.
Oh, so am I, buddy.
I'm in. I love it. I love. I saw the one where it's like, remember the time she did her iconic hip dance when she was, 21 years old or whatever?
Okay.
I'm sure you do.
Little hip shake.
21, sure. Whatever. Timmy's like, oh, yeah, 21. Buckeye Show's next. See you tomorrow. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza, home of the Grandview Browns backers.
We've got some stop-and-go traffic that's causing a 15-minute delay on westbound 670 between Leonard Avenue and Neal Avenue. And you're going to hit a 20-minute slowdown on westbound 161 from Johnstown Road to Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Z-Bart. Tough roads demand tougher protection. Shield your vehicle's underside with genuine Z-Bart undercoating from $2.99, yes. And fortify your truck bed against scratches, impacts, and dents with Rhino Lining Spray-On Bed Liner starting at $4.99. Z-Bart, your vehicle's best defense. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by BMI Federal Credit Union. Earn a $300 cash bonus when you open a new free checking account. Visit bmifcu.org/free for more details.
is a fan action update.
If it feels like we have a new Heisman Trophy favorite every week, it's because we do. And now it's Cam Ward from Miami at plus 450. Jalen Milroe and Jackson Dart are tied for second at 6-1. Buckeyes, you have Will Howard at 20-1. Jeremiah Smith, 75-1. Quinshawn Judkins comes in at 100-1. And Travion Henderson sitting there at 120-1. For your action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Hey, it's Anthony Rothman. The fall deals at Germain Honda of Dublin are beautiful. The 24 Civic LX, only $249 a month for 36 months. The 24 Accord LX, only $279 a month for 36 months. With 10,000 miles a year on the lease, $34.99 cash cap reduction, payments plus tax, tag, and document fee, and away you go. How about 0.9% up to 36 months on the 24 Prologue, the first all-electric SUV from Honda. For the best deal in town, Germain Honda of Dublin on Sawmill Road.
With so much happening every day,
ABC6 News is on your side, helping you understand the events that impact your community.
Do you believe Columbus City Schools is in a PR crisis?
Central Ohio's most experienced team of reporters, persistent in getting answers to the questions you're asking.
Are you worried about how people are going to react?
And when you need us, ABC6 News is on your side, finding solutions.
6 on your side, they're the ones willing to answer the phone.
You can count on ABC6 News to be on your side.
ABC Tonight.
I'm Joan, and I'm your first Golden Bachelorette.
Joan's getting a second chance.
This is about everybody like me, navigating, trying to find love at this age.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't have hope.
Because love never ages.
Golden age doesn't mean you're old. Old is a state of mind, like a lot of living to do.
The Golden Bachelorette.
Tonight at 8 on ABC6.
Common Man here. I've told you about my friends at Sell for 1% Realtors. I am back to remind you that if you're thinking about selling your home, it should not cost you 6% to do it. Their premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your home for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. I had to check it out for myself, see if it was legit. I met with the family-run business here in Central Ohio. They will give you everything you expect from any realtor for a whole lot less. This is full service, not discount. They literally do everything that a realtor who charges you 6% is going to do, and probably more. They can do it because they use today's technology, which has made the realtor's job easier, taking photos, signing documents on your phone. And instead of keeping their prices the same like everybody else does, they pass the savings on to you because they know you're going to be happy with the service. Tell a friend, they get more business. Oh, what a novel concept. If I knew about these guys 10 years ago, I would have saved a boatload of money. On average, customers save about 10 grand in commissions. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. Sellfor1%.com.
My name is Marsha Blanks, and I live here in Cleveland, Ohio. Like a lot of African Americans, diabetes runs in our family. I have diabetes, and my husband has diabetes. His was worse than mine, and we made the decision that he would go on the insulin and I would not. It was too expensive. The drug companies are making a fortune. Nothing changed with the formulas, so why was it becoming so expensive? When I heard that Sherrod Brown had capped insulin at $35, it meant that I could now take insulin and control my diabetes even better. It was a godsend. I'm feeling better. I'm losing weight. Sherrod, he stood up to the drug companies, and he actually won. And that showed me that he cared about us. I am 66 years old, and I do not plan on slowing down. And that's thanks to Sherrod, because I got the medicine I needed.
I'm Sherrod Brown running for Senate. I approve this message.
Paid for by